Hello, hello, hello. I'm waiting to see the chat even start. There we go. Hi, Gigi, the real Gigi. Hello, Oklahoma. Sorry it's so late, everybody. Just wanted to have proper information before I came up. And I have been busy sorting through over 450 emails. Trying to get information from people so that I can assist them with the donors funds, and working back and forth with the donors and his secretary over logistics and details to get everything set up and going. I'm waiting to see Griff so I can drop her a link real quick. Oh, there she is. I said the name and she appeared, you guys. And just to clarify for people before anybody gets any ideas or feels like I'm being mean, I'm dropping this link right now for only Griff. This is probably not going to be a live where I pull up a lot of people or anything like that. Hi, make this go viral, Miss B. Griff, I dropped the link for you, darling. Because to be real with you, the only reason that I'm coming live and saying anything or doing anything right now is because I need to clarify some stuff about, I did not mean to hit that, about the donor. Hi, Griff.
Hello.
As I was saying, y'all, or I will miss Griffy up with her weird, funny face we've got her going on today. I don't know what's up. Welcome to my new app or whatever. This app is sometimes has a mind of its own. But what I'm saying is this is more of, I'm going to make a statement. I'm going to play a couple videos. I'm going to give 5 minutes for questions at the end of that. And then we're going to close that segment of the live permanently in my brain and in Nita's world. And then I'm going to get into some of the important stuff, which is why I want as many of the sunshines here as possible, because got with the donor, got specifics about the fund and what I need from people. Because if the email situation continues as it is, it's going to take 20 days. I'm exaggerating a little bit. I digress. It's going to take too many days to get emails back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and to clarify to each individual what is needed to be able to make this happen without getting too much personal information from anyone. You're fine. I'm done, people, and my darling. We're just getting started. And to be as minimally invasive as possible, but to make it as fast as possible to get your bills paid. So that's going to be the greater segment of this. The beginning here is in my opinion, the how do I say this, Griff? The frivolities of life that must be addressed.
Yeah, go with that. I would have called it something else, but I'm a lot less candid than you.
You're a lot less candid than me.
Yeah, I lost my filter.
No, if you're meaning you're a lot less candid than me, you mean you're more candid than me. Then.
Yeah.
If you're saying you've lost your filter.
There we go.
Oh, Well, hey, Miss Carrie. Griff says hey too. Hey, Wave. I'm done peopling. Suzanne Goins. Um, okay, so let's see. Griff, do you want to say hey to everybody before I get on a
Yeah,
roll?
because I was busy typing, but I'm typing slow. Hello, everybody. Hello, Miss Real GG, Oklahoma, Susan McMillan, Laurie Rogers, NW Grime, uh, Miss V. Hello, Miss Susan Goings. I'm done peopling. Wait. Hello to everybody. If I missed you, sorry. But I doubt I missed anybody. I think I went down the list pretty good.
Okay, a couple mod instructions before we get going. One, mods, if you see a creator come in and greet and say something to everybody, please make sure to just go ahead and drop their link. We don't gotta wait to be asked. So Griff's here, she's a creator, drop her link. And MT Miss Make This Go Viral TV 2 and Make This Go Viral TV 1 are creators also. So we can get their link dropped. That'd be awesome. And just go with that automatically. I'm trying to think what order of operations I want to do. I have something in my brain, but that don't mean that it's out there yet. I always have a problem between what I see in my head and what I mean and how I get it out there and the perception of others. Let me say that first. Let me preface by saying that. Of course, if it gets played back, that part's going to be cut out anyway.
Yeah.
you know. Um, so let's see. I'm trying to think order of operations. And hello to all those that are new in the chat that have just joined. Wow. Anything else you want to say, Griff, before I start?
No, I think we can go ahead and start, Miss Nita. I'll always provide the wacky commentary after.
Thank you, MTGV. I always say, listen, thank you, Miss V, at Make This Go Viral TV. That's easier for me to say. The acronym is like a tongue twister for me.
Oh, it gets me too.
Good evening, John QQ. Thank you for joining us. So first of all, I'm going to make this announcement for me. Griff, I'm going to say what it's about, and you might be easier at making it. Just a general announcement to any creator that's out there listening. I need your assistance. God forbid I accidentally assumed that our original content was copyrighted content. So if any creator knows a little bit about claiming your work being used without permission, if you can hit Griffy at her email to assist her in helping me, or hit me at the Nita's World email to assist in helping me with the creator issue, that would be awesome.
Okay, I'll just drop those emails quickly.
Yeah. Let's see. Miss V said it. Oh, it's a tongue twister to everyone. It's cool that it's a tongue twister to everyone though, because see, they stay on it a little longer trying to figure out how to say it. So there you go. Let's see. I did that address. Okay. And then the second thing I'd like to address, guys, number one, everything I'm addressing, most of it I will not be saying names to people. And if somebody expects me to, well, bye. Because I'm not going to. You know what I mean? Just not. I won't be using direct names. I will be talking about situations. You'll see what I mean. Clarifying, because it's been an issue for a couple people. I think Griff had a little conversation. Hey, AB 2.25, welcome. think an MC here for summer, true crime and other stuff. I'm trying to hit off the names I see in the chat that I haven't seen before. Um, so just a general clarification, because I know a couple people that kind of got a little upset at certain stuff and then kind of went to anybody with an open ear and complained. Um, Generally, YouTube, not Nita, not Griff, not any other creator out there. YouTube does two things that some people don't seem to understand. I think I have one queued up. If not, I'll get it queued up. But they do two things that people don't understand. Number one, certain comments, YouTube puts them in a hold for review category. Most of the time, it's when you either have certain language that doesn't fit their community standards, or you have a lot of emojis in your comment. I don't know why that triggers it. It just does. That's a YouTube question. That's not a me question, because I'm still learning all this YouTubey things. Okay, I'm on the learning curve. Let's see the other reason. Honestly, I can't tell you. I have a couple comments that I'm gonna make sure and pull up just to let you guys kind of see some comments that I haven't check marked to send out back into the comment section, just so I could show you guys what I'm talking about. One of them is marked as spam by YouTube. I don't understand it. Now, if one of the mods or myself puts it in hold for review, it will say, Griff, you know the language exactly. Hi,
Removed
Sharon from
by
Down Under Crime Talks.
removed by a mod.
There you go. Say it again louder.
Removed by a moderator.
Griff, it looks like you may have to help with some of the mods, because I'm not seeing John's link yet, nor true crime other stuff, or well, now Sharon that joined us. Sharon can drop links though, right?
Well, I can. Yeah, she can. She
She's
does
got a
have. Yes, she does.
Hi, Sharon from Down Under. Can you help the other mods that are in here, like drop your links and John QQ's links and any other creators in the chat's links? Just so you know, I I don't have to keep interrupting my train of thought, because I lose it. I'm old. I forget.
No, don't. You carry on. I got that.
Oh, okay. I'll Hirsch. Griffiths told me to Hirsch in her own way. So let's see. Okay, so we're talking about the comments being held. So that's something I've even talked to other YouTube creators, and they don't have the answers. We don't get like a list of things from YouTube about why this comment's held. The reason it's important is because a lot of people will come for creators and say, I've seen it not just on my channel but other channels as well. Will come for creators and be like, yeah, they removed my comment because they didn't like it. Let me tell you something, it ain't got nothing to do with that. YouTube says it's spam, and you wouldn't believe daily how, if you put out a video, it seems like you have more, but you would not believe daily how many there are in that held for review comment thing until you go look. I didn't even know it was there until like a month and a half ago. And I couldn't believe the amount of comments that I had to check to put out there. Hi, Nano One Amy. And so that's just one little thing. Like literally one of the comments said, no, I didn't allow it to be put on the wall. I will own it. And it was from somebody I like. They left another really nice comment right with it. But their comment was just 666. And I was not putting that out there. I didn't feel that was appropriate. I understood why YouTube held that one for review. It wasn't marked as spam, it was marked as hate speech. Um, and I understood that one. So there's different stuff, you know, that could cause it. The other thing that I was going to address that's a YouTubey thing has to do with live chat. Here's the thing. Just like if you're a mod, you can drop links. You've been given that wrench, so you do drop links. So you do monitor the chat. And if somebody is saying something they shouldn't say that violates YouTube community standards, that person will time them out to pin it, and then if they continue to do it, they're going to put them in the block party only because that it has to do with YouTube stuff, and we can't control that. Yes, there's a lot of times, Susan, that YouTube bots during the chat, and mods see this and creators see it if they're in YouTube going live. But if we're in a streaming platform going live, we don't see it, which is the show or hide that comes up. Griff, you can probably comment to that. I'm sure you've seen it in a lot of chats.
Yeah. When somebody's timed out or their comment is deleted, whatever the case may be, Nita and whoever's on panel with her cannot see it via the app, via the streaming app, on the other tab. We'll physically have to move over to the YouTube tab just to see what happened. But it does not show it on the streaming app where Nita is at that current time.
Yes, but I was talking about where when you're moderating and how the YouTube chat has the hide and the show blocks. And
Yeah.
if you don't hit them, what happens? And that's why that comments during live chat get deleted. Sometimes it's not a mod or a creator. That's what I was saying. You probably have a lot
Yeah.
of experience dealing with.
Yeah. If there's like, and I mean, a lot of you creators know what I'm talking about when I say this. Whenever there's a lot of emojis in a chat, it holds it for a review automatically, and then it's up to your mods to either open it up or keep on hiding it. The same with any sort of language that YouTube flags as incorrect or suspicious or basically, um, what's the word for it? Now I can't even get the word for it. Inappropriate. So then your mod has to open it up or keep on hiding it. It's the same as if a mod times somebody out, their their messages automatically get deleted, right? It gets hidden from the chat when somebody is put in timeout. And it works exactly the same way if somebody is actually blocked or hid from the channel. Now, if somebody is hid from the channel, they are permanently hid from the channel, which means that they are in the block party. And the only way to get them out there is for the creator to go and take them out of that block party. Which is why it's always good for the mods to just time someone out first, and if they really being naughty, yeah, sure, then throw them in the block party.
Okay. And the other YouTube thing I was going to address, some people get mad over links. Some creators ask this before people drop links. Some creators ask that. It is, as somebody else said to me, hey, stop beating yourself up because it's not called their tube, it's called YouTube. And you even named your channel with your name and your world. So, go by your rules. But again, YouTube has rules that I, as a creator, and us as all creators, have to follow, or they give us a little rap on the knuckles, or, they boot us out. The bottom line to that is, if you are not a mod, you can't drop links. The idea to that, as I understand by researching YouTube's college, I went to YouTube college for a minute, you guys, whoop whoop, is that they want the creator to have control even in their live streams, and that the mods are supposed to be trusted friends slash viewers that uphold the rules that are the desires of that creator. The vision, I think, is what it said of that creator, something to that effect. I can't remember the exact wording, but you know what I mean, y'all. Um, that being said, so if you're not a mod, you're not going to be able to, drop links in the chat. You're not going to be able to do certain things that other mods can. Hence the reason people want to wrench. Otherwise, nobody would want it, if you didn't get to do something extra. So when you're not a mod and you come in, and let's just say, for instance, somebody's showing a video on how to blow up balloons that they've created, and you come in the chat as a non-mod, and you start saying, hey, go over to my channel. I've got a video on how to blow up balloons and tie them. It's better. They don't say it's better. Let me not extra. I've got a video on how to blow up balloons and tie them. Matter of fact, I've got several. So go on over to my channel. Mind you, they're not a mod in the channel they're in. So they can't drop a link. They even say, I can't drop a link because I'm not a mod. So then they proceed to type out their channel name. Well, the person can't find it the way they did it. So they start typing out the HTTP. Well, because they're not a mod, it won't let them drop that link, even if they type it out. Correct, Griff?
Correct.
So when they're telling people that you deleted their comments, you did not. YouTube did, because they won't let you do it. They block it any way you try to go around. That's not a creator. They can't. A creator has no control over that. That's a YouTube thing, really. Every creator would have the same issue. Now, when somebody tries to tell you that and you get mad, and then you say, okay, so you type out the whole link minus the beginning HTTP part. You cut part of it off and tell the person just add an H and a T and put it in there. And then you get timed out because you didn't even speak to the creator, anybody in the chat, other than the person you had this conversation with, and making that general announcement to the public and putting it in there after you were asked, hey, is there something we can do? Is there something you want us to do for you? Like trying to give them an out to say, hey, will you drop this link? But they wouldn't do that because they wanted to complain, I'm guessing, because that wasn't the first time that conversation had been had with that person by that same creator and other creators. So that little part just being addressed because somebody was upset. I'm just assuming YouTube has rules that I have to follow, and everybody else has to follow those too. And I would say that if you are not, doing whatever, I mean, how hard would it have been to say just, do you mind dropping a link? I mean, I don't know. Just ask. I don't know, but whatever. But that's okay. That's it for that part. Now let's go to the next thing I want to say. Regarding the live stream, that I got hella calls, hella emails, hella Facebook, Instagram, whatever, that I can't even get into messages about. I'm going to make this statement, and then I'm going to play 3 videos, I think, and then I'll open up questions. I'm not, at this time, I am not going to be engaging with chat for a moment. No offense to anyone. I just want to keep my mind straight and get out my words without them being choppy or being able to be taken wrong. I'm going to say the same thing that I've been saying forever, which is I have no problem with Ziggy. I respect Ziggy. I have prefaced anything I've ever said concerning her with that statement. I've never called her out of her name, and I've never disrespected her. And I'm not going to start today. What I want to say is the same thing I've always said. I respect her because though she is true crime and drama, she never tries to hide that. She never skirts it. She's upfront, she's honest, and she's real about it. And just like when she was up on my panel and we discussed it, she doesn't get into the researching of deeds and land and property taxes and paperwork and stuff like that. She said that as well. We had a discussion, just like you see Griff and I on this panel right now. We had a discussion, and that was addressed and said. I've never deviated or varied from that. Even what was played, even though some things were slightly edited, and I'm not going to go through getting those marks and pulling that up and showing it on every single video. And I thank you very much for playing 45 minutes plus of my creations. Thanks for the advertisement. Appreciate it. Got my name out there to a lot of people, and they think I'm a horrible person. You couldn't pull my criminal record and run me down that way. You couldn't find people to do that. Yes, Ziggy didn't seem upset. I don't know what anybody told her, but I really wish that she would have just came to me. We've spoken back and forth on many occasions. I have never disrespected her, and I'm not going to start even now. I'm not. I absolutely am not. And I'm not going to continue to make videos going back and forth. What I'm going to say is what I've always said, which is I have no beef with her. I have no problem with her. I like her. I think she's a nice person. Straight up. I think she's a very nice person. And I also think that she has a great following. And I think that she deserves to have a great following. I think she's one creator out there in this whole thing that comes straight out and says, I'm not true crime. I'm not drama. I am true crime drama. Crama, she says it. I've even seen people say something to her, as I've said before, and heard her say to them, I'm not true crime. I'm not a news show. I am true crime and drama mixed because they said something about she had a lot of drama. I'm going to let mine and her conversation the other night that was not shown, I'm going to let that play, and I'm going to let that speak volumes. Just let it sink in. And I'm sorry that somebody has been wherever, whatever, and saying something upset her. And I hope that she is not hurt or upset. And I still don't have a problem with her. I still respect her, and I still like her. And I've never once said I didn't. And I'm not going to change my things now. I'm not going to change the words that come out my mouth just because that they got twisted and turned. Remember, context is always a thing. I watched about the first 5-6 minutes, and I just said, bye. I'm not going to tune in. I'm not going to sit here and listen to somebody tear me down. I'm not for that. I ain't got time for that, What I will say too is people who I care about were hurt, and that hurts me and upsets me more than anything. I hated seeing people I cared about getting hurt. And Joy R, yeah, I never said that Ziggy didn't have a good channel. I never said she didn't accept all opinions. I accept all opinions. I won't accept disrespect for people that are on my panel. See, if you'll just watch, this is me and Ziggy just the other night together, and I'm trying to defend her because somebody was being rude to her in the chat. I don't. I don't. Yeah. I've never said anything bad about her at all. At all. At all. Never have I said anything about her. And I'm not going to start today. To say that somebody doesn't do research like into deeds and titles and land deeds and tax records and you know genealogy is not a slam. That's to be very specific that they don't do that type of work. To say that they do interviews with people and that they're more a people person is not a slam. It's not a slam. And if she felt all that way, I just don't understand why that wasn't said. But again, I digress, okay? Well, you know, I don't know, Zona, but what, I just want to play this for those that haven't seen it. And I'll just kind of let that speak for itself. Okay. Sorry, I found something. Okay, first, I'm going to show you what I was talking about in the comments and they held for review. Right here, you'll see this channel comments and mentions, okay? Highlighted as comments and highlighted as held for review. I left 2 comments. There are no, other than this one being a long comment, and I'm guessing that's why it got held, okay? And it's actually a very nice comment. It's not a mean one at all, okay? It's in held for review. It doesn't say why. Then I have my next one here that's marked likely spam. And it doesn't say why. I don't see anything in it that makes it likely spam. But until I go in and I check it and I send it in there, it's held here. And after 60 days, they delete it. That's all I was talking about. Just want to show that to some of the sunshines and some people that may tune in and not understand because they think that somebody else is just deleting their comments from the comment wall under the videos, and that's not exactly what's going on. So maybe just wait like 3 days, because sometimes there's processing time and stuff with stuff, you guys. I can't, it's beyond my control. That's a YouTube thing. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Now I'm going to mute myself before this video plays so there's no echo. And I'll just let everybody watch it and decide. No comments about it. Different. I like all different kinds of stuff. Music can change your whole mood, you know? What do you mean somebody got our stuff on Ziggy's? Who? Navy Beans. Do you what you mean, Crystal? Nobody. I mean, I can look it up. Oh. Is somebody talking about Earth, Wind, and Fire? Is anybody seen... Okay, while we're talking about music, one of my favorite things that the fungolitis brought about. That figures, Gigi. Is she even giving you credit? Probably not. Earth, Wind, and Fire, yeah. But the verses. How about the verses, guys? Anybody been tuning into those? I love Parliament. Knock. You gotta knock on wood. Oh, I love that. Yep. Parliament Funkadelic. Oh, yes. What you mean you didn't say nada about nobody either? I don't know what you mean. You got me confused, G. But is she... It ain't my deed. Gigi pulled up the deeds. I got the audit records. We don't mind. As long as it, Oh, really, Gigi? Well, maybe we should go visit Ziggy. Hold on. Can I not visit her from another device while we're live? I know Ziggy. Do you mean Ziggy would let you talk? Oh, no, Gigi. I got a little inroads there. I'm looking for my cellular device. Where is my phone at right now? Is Ziggy on now with it? Yep, Ziggy Marley's the bomb.com. No. We're not going to start drama. But we're going to go see what's popping. I'm in her chat right now. Can somebody please give me a minute mark where the deeds were? Did you ask her to take it up there, though? Is Crystal doing it for you, Mama? I mean, is Crystal doing it for you, Gigi? Like with your blessing type stuff? Okay, got you. That's all I need to know. I need a minute mark to go back to. Like an hour ago, 5 minutes ago. When was the deed on? Okay, anybody on here, can I get a minute mark to go to? I don't know what chicken to pick. All right, Glitter Queen, let's see. Go. I don't know what she's trying to say. I'm lost. I'm telling y'all I'm lost. Email me right quick. Because I'm in the chat. I just don't see. I'm looking for at the part where the deed was. Like, I don't know. It's a 7-hour long live. I need, like, was it on an hour ago, 30 minutes ago? Well, if you call me, you'll knock me out of chat. But go ahead and call me. I'll answer it right quick. I'll mute us. I'll mute this as soon as my phone rings. You'll see that I'll mute it. Pat Benatar, yes. Hit me with your best shot. I can't see the thumbnail, y'all. September Virgo, you already over in the chat. What? Shout me out. Okay, thank you guys. Hurry up, Gigi. Yeah, give me a timestamp. Because I need to quote it. Ziggy will listen to me. She knows I come with the realness. And I've been up on her panel several times. She's not been disrespectful to me. And she's used some of my work without permission, so you know. Just give me a time. Somebody's hollering at me right now. Well, okay. Here's about 15 minutes ago. Good, because I was surely about to just go on and say something. Y'all know who. Okay. So, 7.5. Let me see. I know you ain't a pimp, but pimp, remember what I taught you. Keep your heart, respect. Keep your heart. Hey. Oh, God, I'm getting. Oh, yeah. I'll get stuck for that. I got stuck for that before. Oh, Lord Jesus. I accepted your friend request, though, for Facebook. 349.30. Got you. Okay. That's a long way ago. I'm at 348. That's close. I got the sound off, so. Oh, it's the wrong way. Okay. I'm getting there, guys. Bear with an old lady. Okay, 347. I might have turned the sound on. I can't tell. Y'all talk for a minute. Holy draws. Have you people seen the Twitter lady and heard this mess? Is this Ziggy? Ziggy, is that you, honey? I'm on your chat and I was muted because I didn't want to play your sound. Listen, you've always been great to me. And I told Gigi and them, you've always given me a great platform and everything else. So, listen, the Crystal Lady, the deeds and stuff that she put up, those were emailed to her and myself and a couple other people that were in Gigi's group. But she just should have credited Gigi with that, because that was a lot of hard work that she did. I don't know exactly what happened because okay, I'm seeing a lot of confusion in the chat, so I just came off of playing this to clear it up because I can't type in the box while that's going on, and I'm muted, so I can't just speak or everybody will be hearing the echo. This is a live from November the 7th. Ziggy is about to come up on panel. This is just my statement about everything that's gone on today. That's all. That's all. The chat you're seeing with Gigi and everybody else on the side on the screen is the chat from that day. I was putting it on here on the screen so you guys could actually see what I didn't even see, because I was looking at the video and hunting the timestamp and trying to see what everybody was so up in arms about, because like her, I was about ready to end this live and go to bed. This is what started everything. But I'm playing not just snippets, not edited out snippets, but the entire part, okay? That's all. I want everybody to understand, and I want you. I don't want to say a lot about it because I want everybody to watch and make their own opinion and decision. That's it. Well, Shirley Hanko, if y'all will watch, you'll see that everything she said, I said about her, is said right here to her. That's all I'm going to say. Just watch. That's all I'm asking. Just watch. It's not working. So what I'm going to do when I go back, so everybody doesn't get confused, I'm going to expand the screen so you can't see that chat. But then you won't understand half what's going on, and you're going to be asking questions about that. So, but I'll try. I'll try. That's all I know to do. I'll just expand the screen so you don't see that chat and nobody gets confused. And once that video's over, I'll be coming back. And I'll show you 2 more short videos that were made by someone else. Not me. Not this person. And then we'll get into the important details for the sunshines. I was searching on a different device and wasn't paying attention to the chat. And I do apologize. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Ziggy, I don't know what's going on. I'm like you and trying to find it out. That's why I was looking at your chat and to see what was going on. Did you want me to drop a link and pull you up and, let you everybody figure out what was okay? I haven't seen it. That's why I was watching it. And I haven't said anything. And Yeah, please, because I'm lost. Let me drop the link in the chat. You know, you and I have always had a good rapport and a good relationship, and that's what I just got done telling my chat. So that if there was something going on, that I just message you and talk to you, and I literally am at going backwards 3 hours, 26 minutes, and 49 seconds in your chat. I mean, in your live, to try to see what was going on. I dropped the link. Okay, I don't know. Oh, well, she was just in the chat here, too. Listen, it might not be, guys, we've been getting a whole lot of clones going on in the past few days. Muddy Waters is an excellent band. Yeah. Gigi, I have no doubt about your integrity and about that at all. Okay, Ziggy. I see you. Do you want to get your avatar up, or are you going with your picture? Just let me know. Okay. I'm going to pull you up on the screen now. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I do. I'm going to mute myself so there's no echo and try to figure out what's going on because I'm a little confused. I was in the middle of a live. I don't know exactly what happened. We're talking about Chase, but in music. But go ahead, Ziggy.
No, I have no idea what's going on at all. So I was just I've been for the past couple hours trying to get off my live because I've been trying to not do these long lives. And so I just stopped it at like, I don't know, over 8 hours. And like at the very end, like towards the end, that Gigi somebody in the chat, I had never seen him before. Um, tried to said that to drop a link and to go explain it. I was like, explain what? Like we had 700 in chat, and we were just talking about like Hunter and stuff, and they started talking about something about deeds in a church, and I'm like, what? I had no idea what they were talking about because we hadn't mentioned anything about a church or um, deeds for hours. And I had just told everybody I was going to go to sleep. I haven't been to sleep yet. So there was a couple of people that was trying to come on panel too. I think it was Autism Mama also, and I also told her I was going to sleep. So it wasn't just a Gigi lady, but I don't know why she thought I was being rude. I wasn't rude at all. I don't know why she thought I was being so rude. I'm confused. I heard you mention Crystal Sims. She was on my panel. She she didn't mention anything, or she mentioned that she would she mentioned something about the house being sold to Dawn for like $10 or something from, oh gosh, what is it? It was start with it. I forget the name. But she didn't show any deeds or anything like that.
Yeah, it
She
came
did.
from Clyda Trent. That's what she's talking about. The way she got that information was the same way I had my live earlier, where I showed the deeds, and which I did credit Miss Gigi as getting them. She actually had them on there, and she does have the email, I think, where she sent that information to her earlier today, and that's what she was kind of upset about because she felt like,
I mean, I wasn't even really interested in the info. I mean, to be honest, like I was trying to move on from that because I wasn't, that Crystal girl just,
I
I'm
saw
interested,
part
but
of
it
it.
wasn't like a big topic of discussion. It was kind of
She
just like
was,
glazed over, like a little
and
bit
she was
because,
hollering.
oh, did you see it?
That's what I was saying. I didn't even realize you were in the chat for a minute, so I apologize for that. But I was actually watching because I was given a minute mark to go back to where she was on, and I was actually muted and watching her to see what she said to try to figure out what was going on.
Oh, yeah, you can
Yeah,
always play whatever you want, like of mine. I don't care.
Oh, I was just muting it so it didn't come across, and I was telling everybody that, hey, look, if something's going on, I'll pop over to Ziggy's. I'll shoot her a message and kind of just let her know. We have a pretty good relationship. We've talked back and
Yeah,
forth,
yeah.
and we've never
So
had any issues. So,
is that
I
Gigi
just,
person?
yeah,
Is that Gigi person? Is that
yeah,
just
she's in
for
the
somebody
chat.
else? Is that
Yes,
just?
ma'am.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I was like, I've never seen that name before, but no, I wasn't rude to them. I don't know why they think that at all. And they started mentioning something like, um, they just started mentioning something so random that we weren't even talking. It was like they were like it was like they were watching my video, like they were way behind. You know what I mean? But we were
Yeah.
on. It was like hours before, and
Yeah. Yeah.
she isn't she. Sorry. Sometimes I think I see a she. There's a girl and guy, right? On
Yeah.
the
So
profile channel.
it's David. Okay. Yeah. What happened was Gigi had been on here earlier. She went to sleep. Also, just so you know, I think somebody cloned them too, because you got them and it may be their clone, I don't know, because they came in and they said some things that was not real nice, and it wasn't like Gigi, and I personally know Gigi, and when she told me she was going to call me, she didn't call my phone, so we may be dealing with a clone, Ziggy. That's quite possible. It's
Oh,
been bad tonight.
oh.
um
So
Even John Hinge got hit.
no, I'm talking about just now in this chat. The GGJSTK just typed in.
Yeah,
I was just said like 5 minutes right before I came on panel that I was very, very rude, and I'm like, what?
she just said was not me, I was asleep, because I know she went to bed. She left the chat here like nearly 2 hours, an hour and a half, 2 hours ago.
That's
Yeah,
what it
this
was
is
like a few minutes ago.
okay.
It was the same
This
person.
isn't her. This is not my Gigi, because she's a mod in my chat.
Oh, the one that's in here now is not the correct Gigi.
No,
Oh, so the
no,
one
that's what
saying I
my
have
people are pointing out.
okay, so the one saying I have a stalker was not me. I was asleep is not. That is not
Yep,
okay. Well, my
yep.
apologies. I was like,
It's straight.
yeah.
You're fine, Ziggy. I mean, it's cool.
Then how
I
would that
have had
person?
a lot of people. It's good that we can talk and clear it up, though. That's the
Yeah, but
thing.
how would that person know about the deed thing then?
Well, I did a live on it, and so did Gigi earlier. She and I shared. She gave me the deeds, and I gave her some information I had on an audit and stuff. And she and I have been sharing. We share information. We work together as creators, like a lot of us have been doing. And
Yeah.
we both did lives, so they could have easily been in the lives.
Well, I would tell you like the so the crystal lady did mention like something about a deed and said, and I honestly was, I mean, I'm interested in it, but I wasn't. I wasn't. She's the one to offer. I mean, that was really seemed very
Yeah.
interested in it, and she was saying that she would send it to me, and I'm like, sure. I mean, I guess. I mean, like if you think it's interesting, then yeah, like yeah, go ahead, you know. And so I said she could email me. I haven't checked to see if she sent me anything, but no, I didn't mean to be rude to Gigi or whatever.
I get it. You just had no idea what was going on. I get it, and
Yeah,
I know that the deeds and the numbers and stuff like that's not the. I mean, it's just not the stuff that you normally. You're more interviews and people
yeah. I
is
mean, I
what I
am
guess. Yeah.
interested in it. I am interested in it because, but I wasn't. We were like, I was kind of a little bit confused. So I was just like, it was something that it wasn't even talked about for long. It was like just like a few minutes, and we had, like I said, we were on for so many hours and so many things talked about, and I am interested. It was not like a huge topic of discussion. You know what I mean? Like, so maybe that's why she was told.
I
I mean, but
get
if
it.
she was told to, make sure she let people know, like, hey, where I got this information or whatever, then
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I get it, because I was in the live where it was exchanged, and I know what was said, and it was understood. It was, I'll share anything you want if you ask me for it. Just credit me. I mean, and it's not, when you go these warranty deeds and quick claim deeds actually have not been easy to get a hold of. I had
Right,
copies, but you couldn't even read
right.
them.
So
And
I am.
it she did a live earlier today, and I did a live earlier today, and you
Yeah,
know
what I was interested in
uh
seeing
but
is,
Crystal Sims was in this live earlier also.
oh,
It's
well,
weird. Yeah.
I told her I was interested in seeing, like, I didn't want to just see who sold the house to Don. I wanted to see who sold it to that person and the person
Yeah, we
before
had
that
that.
and the person before
Gigi
that. I want to
Gigi
see. I
has
want
that.
to see. That's what I'm interested in. I'm not just interested
Yeah.
in one. That's what I was trying to tell her. I was like, I want to see like several people back. So,
Yeah.
because I want to see
And
if
she
there was.
probably didn't send her all that, but she
What?
has that. She actually shared all that with me,
Oh,
but, and I credited her with that without an issue. But yeah, she has all that
okay.
all
So,
the way back to the Morlock when
okay.
it was first separated. Yeah.
Was so I have noticed that there was a yeah, I looked up the house before. I've seen some weird things with the sale of the house or that land. Kind of, I don't know where, but I've seen it. But so was Don Wells sold the property only once, or has he bought it and sold it like several times? You know what I mean?
Uh,
Because I'm wondering, is it some kind of weird tax thing where I'm trying
mm,
to, because you say you have it back like several people, and I'm just
yeah, yeah,
wondering if
yeah. Gigi be the best one to be able to explain that, and tell about it because she's the one that did the research all the way back, um, and has the original copies. She has hard copies of everything.
okay,
She
because
says that I can tell you. I can show you better than I can tell you. Give me just a second. Hold on. She gave me permission, so let's see. I think I've got that under Trent file.
I'm
Give
wondering
me
what they're
just a
doing.
moment.
Okay, you're fine.
And pull up the file. So I showed it earlier. Just loading. PDF.
I mean, it is
There we go.
interesting. I'm really confused, kind of.
Oh,
Um,
I don't know, but I got it. I'll just show it. I mean, it's not a big deal. I had it on my live earlier, so I've already showed it. So it's not a big deal to show it again.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Here we go. I got you. Okay. Let's see. I'll make it bigger. Okay. This is a warranty deed going back to 1993. This is when Deal's floor covering, and this is the first time it sold after it was split up with the Morlock farm, was divided into 8 different lots. This is the warranty deed from Deal's floor coverings. Nobody knows how they obtained it. It's one of those things. Deal's floor covering is going to be party of the first part, and William and Karen Goad are party of the second part. They bought it for $10 cash in hand and other goods and valuable consideration. Okay. Then it goes through, basically the just basic deed transfer language. Then you're going to see the partial 1, 2, and 3 sightings of the original survey. And I'll show you where it quotes that near the end. Partial 2.
So this was when it sold to his parents. Is what you're saying.
This is when Karen and William bought it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a warranty deed, though. Warranty deeds and quitclaim deeds are not permanent. They're temporary and they expire after a certain part if all parties don't agree that all things are met. And here is, this tells partial 3 shows who bound it on each side. You got the lights, and it gives that out, the lights, the Smiths, the Simpsons. It shows that it was 18 acres originally also when they purchased it. And here we go back to Edwin B. Fulkerson, surveyor. This is going to be the original survey right here that's quoted in the survey books, which is common. Dates all the way back to 1977. Okay. And then come up here. You're going to see the A.W. Deal, the President Deal's floor covering signature. You come on down. And this is the certification page. It says they appear before me. Da, da, da. You got your notary, Miss Mead, her expiration date, the date it was signed. Then you come on down here. And you got Tennessee, Sullivan County was the county then it was done in. It says the property was actually worth $35,000 at the time. Now pay attention to this. This is Karen Goad's signature, okay? In 93. Look at what it looks like. Because you're going to want to refer back to that. That's important. Then here's Williams Goad's information. They're addressed Old Stage Road in Kingsport at that time. And that's just the tax and file information. Then we go down to the next one, which is going to be done on the 17th November 2010. It's also a quitclaim deed. It's provided by, this paper was drawn up by Stacy Trent Stewart. Remember Trent. $10 in hand and other goods and valuable consideration. Same as the other one. Got all the same partial and degrees, latitude, longitude, everything. You got all the same bearings, quoted, Beach Creek, all that stuff. That was in the last one. You're going to see it for partial 2 as well. You'll also see that it quotes the same survey, but it does not list a new survey, which is kind of unusual. Come on down. Now look at Karen Good's signature here compared to the one we seen there. I don't have the ability to do a side-by-side.
That's like way different.
But I don't know about anybody else, but I can see a great difference. I can scroll right back up to it real quick. You see this? I mean, just the pure size of it, but the lean, the way the letters formed. Let's go back down here. It's quite different. I wonder what someone that does a study of signatures and stuff would think about it. Then you come on down, and we're going to see that Reverend Roger Dinsmore, in 2010, that's an important date with him as a notary. In 1999, he pled guilty to a felony that had to do with him impersonating a military officer. And Tennessee State's moral compass felony, but I do think lying about your military service, buying a secondhand, and all this is in the Greenville Sun paper, by the way, buying a secondhand military uniform and putting that you received accommodations that you didn't, and that you did service that you didn't, and going to different churches under that guise and doing stuff that you can't be a notary. In most states, it's just a felony. I think Tennessee requires it to be a moral compass felony, but that's interesting to note, as well as to note the witnesses here is Stacy Trent Stewart that prepared the document and is related to Clyda Trent. And then you got Edith Dinsmore, who is the wife of Roger, as your witnesses. Now, if it's true and that Roger Dinsmore was not able to be a notary, it is quite possible that anything he notarized is not valid. Okay? Clyda Trent, she's got Churchill, P.O. Box, but she does reside in Utah. And I do have pictures of her that I was able to obtain before people were looking for. Then we go into the one here where Don and them got the property. In 2015, the 13th of April. It is interesting that they were paying taxes a year before. You see her name, Clyda S. Trent, Clyda Stanley Trent, and Donald Wesley Wells Jr. $10 cash in hand. Receipt acknowledged. Other goods and valuable consideration. Same as before. And by the way, on Don's Facebook, and Gigi, I believe, has the pictures to back this up. It's him talking about when he first arrived on the property in Tennessee, and that's in 2014, right prior to him buying this into his deed. He's looking at the trucks and stuff that's on the property, and all excited because they're his now. You'll see that when we get down to the end of partial 2, the same survey is the man right here, Edwin B. Fulkerson, surveyor, is still being quoted. There's no notations about a new survey and who the new surveyor was. And generally, after agreed upon amount of time, a survey generally expires and you have to get a new one when you do a sale of property. But a quitclaim deed is not a final sale. So maybe you don't have to get the survey until that final sale deed. But we go on down through here. Now I want to get back to the notary pages again and signature pages. So we see Donald's signature here. See Clyda's signature there. It looks the same as before. So does it here. And that's the only place that we're going to see Don's signature. And I find that strange. I'll show you. But we do have Roger Dinsmore. I call me crazy, guys, but where... Okay, I'm watching the current chat, and I really want to make a comment. I am not directly V713. I'm not retaliating. I'm not slandering anybody. I'm not calling anybody out their name. I am not doing anything except saying I'm going to put this video out here because this one came after the one that was played this morning. And this is us talking together. I'm not coming back at her. I have said, and I will say again, and the same thing I said in this video, and the same thing I'm going to continue to keep saying. I have no issue with Ziggy. I respect Ziggy for saying outright, out front, that she is a crime and drama channel combined. And I am just showing this to remind everyone that even what was played from another video that was said about her was said right here to her. That is the only importance. And I'm not being disrespectful to anyone. I just want it known that I don't have an issue, and I'm still not going to have one. I've never disrespected her. I've not called her out her name. The same thing I just said. She doesn't get it. The same thing she said. She doesn't get into that kind of research. That's all I'm telling you. Make your own choice and your own decision, but be well informed. That's all I'm saying. I'm not doing anything, but I'm issuing this statement. I'm playing this video. I'm going to play another video from another creator that I was asked to play. And then we're going to speak about what this is about. And this is the donor. And this is the sunshines and what I need and what's going on. I just think some people have just joined the chat and they're not realizing that I'm saying. So I'm going to stop and I'm going to reiterate that. I'm not going to continue. What I said before I started this is I'm not going to continue that. See, Vanessa, that's not what I said. And it's not what I said. And like I said, this video with Ziggy on here came after the one. We were on a video chat up here on the screen after the one she played for y'all today. Didn't say she don't do her research. Didn't say that. What I said is Ziggy is not into like the land deeds and property tax research and that kind of stuff. She's into the people and interviewing people and doing the live chats. And that's cool because we got to have both kind of people in the world. But like everything else, it gets edited to where you only hear half. You're fine, Tracy. I'm not talking about what you said. I read that. That's not what I'm responding to. Are the witness signatures on this document? I've been looking for that. I couldn't find that, Gigi. I meant to ask you that because I didn't see them. And they should be on this page like they are on the rest of them. But anyway, we got Reverend Roger Dinsmore again. And it says April 13th, 2015 there. And his commission expires 3/5/16. My question again is, how can he notarize anything if he's not legal? And where are the witnesses? But let me go back over here. So it brings Ziggy in and lets her talk, I think.
Yeah, I have something. Oh.
Here we go.
Okay.
Right.
I was going to say, somebody made a good point, and that is definitely something shady going on. I need to, that Trent person, Clyda Trent, definitely needs looked into. Who is this person?
Seven other properties on Ben Hill also belong to her. There were 8 prior to that one going to Dawn. She's on a lot of quitclaim deeds, a lot of other property deeds in the area. She's heavily in the Mormon church. She was married to R.S. Trent. He was a land surveyor. Ken Trent, that's done a lot. Kenneth and Ken Trent, he goes by, has done a lot of land surveys in Hawkins County. Also, she met R.S. Trent at Brigham Young University, and that's where they got married. I think they have 9 children. I've got a list of them in one of my notebooks. They got married in California at Mormon Chapel. He was the president of the Church of Latter-day Saints in Kingsport and Rogersville, as well as being the counselor in Kingsport. Dawn and her were Facebook friends. I have those screenshots to prove that too. Let's see.
Another interesting thing that somebody mentioned in the chat, which I don't want to steal it's 3 hearts, which is very true. Dawn's mom passed away in 2011. So why did he just get this property in 2015 if it was supposed to be inherited? But it's bought from Clyda Trent.
Yeah.
That's so confusing. Something weird is going on. Things illegal or something.
Yeah. Vanessa, you're welcome to your opinion, but I'm going to address you directly, I guess, because I keep seeing you say the same thing over and over, okay? Um, what I said exactly, I watched what she played. I was in it. And what I said exactly was Ziggy is not into doing research and stuff like we do. She's more people and people interviews. That's not a slam. That's two different types of things. Totally two different types of things. I don't know why why people seem to be attacking each other in the chat, but I'm not keeping anything going, antique little girl. So everybody that's been a sunshine for all this time, I'm not allowed to present something that is showing that there was no issue. I'm not allowed to present something that is showing that there was nothing but respect and love and goodness between two people. That's all this is showing. That we had no beef, that I was just as confused and lost as she was, that I didn't know what was going on, and that we spoke and there wasn't a problem. Well, Couch Detective, it's not about her disappearance. It's about me just letting the whole thing just play. It's almost over. And it's about being heard. If you don't want to hear it, I can't make you. If you don't want to get it and understand it, again, I can't make you. And I'm not expecting anybody to. I just don't want to see people disrespecting each other and fighting in the chat. Well, Grandma T, I expect to see somebody that's just being total disrespectful and rude. First to be timed out, and put to the timeout corner. And if they continue to do it, then I expect to see the mods do the same thing and show them to the block party, because we try to we can have our own opinions and be respectful of each other. V, I'm not talking about you at all right now. That's past. All I'm saying is I really was called everything but my name today. I'm not going to address that. I'm just saying, hey, I didn't do that to anybody else, and I'm still not going to do it to anybody else. My response is, watch this of the two of us together, which occurred after every single video edit you saw. This was on this date. The ones you saw today were way before. I'm not saying a thing bad about anybody at all. At all. At all. I'm saying, hey, I didn't know there was a problem. I haven't had any contact with this individual since then. And everything that... No, I'm going to play the one where I'm showing her. E.F. Hutton Grayson. I'm going to play the one where that came from. That's what I'm doing right now. That's why this is important. It answers all that. And I have nothing else to say except the same thing I've been saying, which is, I have no problem with Ziggy. I thought we had a good rapport. We've always been able to talk back and forth anytime there was any issue and not attack each other in any way in public. And that I respect her, which I've always said. And I still say. Because one, she comes straight out front and says she's crime and drama. Since day one, she has. I've never seen her be rude or disrespectful to anyone. until today.
Passed away in 2011. So
Yeah,
why did he just get this property in 2015 if it was supposed to be inherited? But it's bought from Clyda Trent.
yeah,
That's so confusing. Something weird is going on. Something seems illegal or something.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Maybe there's an explanation, but it does seem awfully strange. And the
You
$10.
want to do can? Yeah, it's always $10, and that's you got the floor company that goes to Karen and William, and then Clyda, and then Dawn. So you got 4 transactions technically, and it's always $10 for a property that, like nearly 50 years ago, was valued at $35,000.
Yeah, and so this is quite interesting. And also, somebody just mentioned too, what about the property that was sold to Pamela Wells over there, Lori?
Yeah.
Who sold Pamela Wells the place near Ben Hill Road? Is that
Re-
anywhere
it,
connected to
it,
Clyda Trent?
remember that the property that Don bought used to be 18 acres. It's not 18 acres
Oh,
anymore.
oh, so okay. I would love to see this is, oh my gosh, this is going to be, wow. See, this is why I can't get involved in too much of this type of research, like where you're going in, because I would not be able to find the time with, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a rabbit hole.
Gigi put in a lot of time. 8 prior to that one going to Dawn. She's on a lot of quitclaim deeds, a lot of other property deeds in the area. She's heavily in the Mormon church. She was married to R.S. Trent. He was a land surveyor. Ken Trent, that's done a lot. Kenneth and Ken Trent, he goes by, has done a lot of land surveys in Hawkins County. Also, she met R.S. Trent at Brigham Young University, and that's where they got married. I think they have 9 children. I've got a list of them in one of my notebooks. Um, uh, they got married in California at Mormon Chapel. He was the president of the Church of Latter-day Saints in Kingsport and Rogersville, as well as being the counselor in Kingsport. Dawn and her were Facebook friends. I have those screenshots to prove that too.
Well,
Let's see.
another interesting thing that somebody mentioned in the chat, which I don't want to steal it's 3 hearts, which is very true. Don's mom passed away in 2011.
Yeah,
So why did he just get this property in 2015 if it was supposed to be inherited? But it's bought from Clyda Trent.
yeah,
That's so confusing. Something weird is going on. Something seems illegal or something.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Maybe there's an explanation, but it does seem awfully strange. And the
You
$10,
want to do can? Yeah, it's always $10, and that's you got the floor company that goes to Karen and William, and then Clyda, and then Dawn. So you got 4 transactions technically, and it's always $10 for a property that, like nearly 50 years ago, was valued at $35,000.
yeah. And so this is quite interesting. And also, somebody just mentioned too, what about the property that was sold to Pamela Wells over there, Lori?
Yeah.
Who sold Pamela Wells the place near Ben Hill Road? Is that anywhere
It,
connected to
it,
Clyda Trent?
remember that the property that Don bought used to be 18 acres. It's not 18 acres
Oh,
anymore.
oh, so okay. I would love to see this is, oh my gosh, this is going to be, wow. See, this is why I can't get involved in too much of this type of research, like where you're going in, because I would not be able to find the time with, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a rabbit hole.
Gigi put in a lot help to help everyone's migraines and stuff, okay? One question, everybody. Did I just hear what I just heard right there? Do I need to rewind and play again? Did I not just hear Ziggy say out of her mouth, I don't do this type of research. No, I don't have the time. Am I wrong? Do I need to rewind that? Am I wrong? Because if I need to rewind it and play it again, I will. That's why this and several. That's all I'm saying. So I repeated her own words and I got drugged for it. That's what I'm telling you. That's it. I have no other statement to make but that. So for everybody in the back and those to the left and the right, I'm going to play it again. Because that's all I've been saying. And I'm still telling you guys, I don't have a problem with her. I respect her. I thought we had a good communication line set up. I don't know what happened. As well as being the counselor in Kingsport.
Road. Is that anywhere connected to Clyde Trent?
Remember that the property that Don bought used to be 18 acres. It's not 18 acres anymore.
Oh, so, okay. I would love to see this is, oh my gosh, this is going to be, wow. See, this is why I can't get involved in too much of this type of research, like where you're going in, because I would not be able to find the time with, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a lot. Gigi put in a lot of time. She got that. I have 2019's general budget for Hawkins County, and I have a forensic accountant going over it right now because one particular account seems to have quite a bit of money that just evaporated. From one page to the next. But it's the same account number and same designated account.
And this is an account you say related to?
It's Hawkins County. It's Hawkins County. Yeah, there's people on there. You have one person that's last name is a Trent. You have one person that's a Barrett. They're on the one person's on the audit committee. One person's on the tax and resale committee.
Interesting. So this could all be like some kind of.
It definitely has I'm waiting for the forensic accountant to let me know. This is stuff that will have to be turned over to the IRS and Department of Justice. Simply because it is, first of all, this notary is an elected official. Notaries are elected officials. So them looking like they're participating in any impropriety has to be reported. It's the only ethical thing to do for one.
Right.
And for two, for the price it was sold repeatedly, that one piece of land, that should have sent a red flag up somewhere. Somebody also dropped the ball by not catching that Dinsmore was a felon. And it was in the paper, so it was his duty to report it. You get sworn in, you take an oath, you are required to immediately report anything. We have checked with the notary certification board.
And so as a notary, you cannot have a felon.
No. There's several notaries in our chat right now. They can tell you it's a federal program. Yeah. Tennessee does put moral felony. They put moral felony. I don't know who's the judge of what's moral and what's not on that. But like I said, I'm pretty sure that receiving a felony because you're impersonating military officers' valor, and
Yeah, that's true.
you are going around the churches receiving funds under that guise is pretty immoral. So I don't know what
Wow. I
their
would love to
criteria is on the
ask.
moral part, but for the felony, yeah, he meets that. And it was in '99 that he pled guilty, and all these papers were signed after those.
Is he
And
still alive?
that's just a few with a little bit of checking. I wonder how many hundreds of things that he notarized. I said it in my live, and I'll say it again. Anybody that he's got a notary stamp on, you might want to call an attorney and just ask some questions,
And you
because
said you said he's not alive anymore?
the IRS needs it. Do what?
He's not alive anymore?
Yes, he's still alive.
The notary is? Okay.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
I want to ask Don. I will be interested to see how what he says when I mention this Clyda Trent person.
Yeah, because they were Facebook friends. I have those screenshots from her Facebook where he is her friend. I have all that saved, as well as where her and her son, I believe his name is Benson, were posing in front of the Dollywood sign where they were going to the Trent Roberts family reunion at Dollywood. Yeah, Clyda
Wow.
Trent, who married him and Candace, he said so. Thank you, Gigi, for
What?
reminding me of that. I forgot that. Yeah.
Wait, I think I saw. Okay, so that's also something that that Crystal Sims said. So
What? That
yeah,
there's
she's
not a
still.
birth?
I mean, I would
There's
prefer
not a
her
marriage
to.
license. There's not a birth. Guys, I'm seeing the chat, and what I'm trying to get across here is I know Gigi was really tired after she left her live and came to mine. So she may have easily forgotten some of what she said to me. And I feel like in what I saw, which I'll tell you guys, I watched less than 5 minutes, the first beginning 5 minutes. I'm not going to sit there and watch people drag me. I got better things to do in life. And today was a Sunday. I have obligations. What I will say is, I did see in that first 5 minutes, there was a lot of people keep telling me. And, people come and tell me stuff a lot of times about other creators, just like happened in that live. And you see, I was like, whoa, hold on. Me and Ziggy's talked before. I got some inroads. I know she won't be rude to me. She's never been rude to me. When they even came telling me about it, I wanted a timestamp. I wanted to go back and check and see if what I was being told was true before I even said anything to her, And luckily she showed up in the chat, very willing and very cordial. And we had a very nice long talk. All of this is after what was played today. That's what I'm telling you. But except the one part that was played where I said that about showing her how to read the deed thing, and her saying, I said, yeah, she doesn't really do research. She said that. She told me she don't really do research. That's my only point. Why I don't understand why anyone would be so upset when I'm repeating the actual words that you told me. I didn't call anybody out of their name. Show me one part where I called her out of her name, where I disrespected her by repeating what she told me. Show me one time that I ever mentioned Ziggy, that I have not said that we have a good relationship and that I respect the fact that she comes straight out and tells you what her channel is about. I mean, for real, and that's all I'm saying, guys. I'm not trying to start no argument, and I'm not trying to to go back and be like, I'm not doing that. That's not what this is. This is saying, here's everything that I saw that somebody was mad about. I'm not angry. I'm not angry. We've talked in front of the scenes and behind the scenes, and we've always had a good rapport and a good relationship. And I'm not trashing her now, and I will not. I will not at all. That's not what I'm going to do, because I don't have a beef with her. I don't have a problem with her. You know, like we talked about here, she's not really into that type of research. She's more the people person, and that's fine. That's fine. We all have to have different people in the world. That's what makes it, you know. And how do I say this? I didn't record this. This was one of my live broadcasts. This wasn't a recording. This was a live broadcast. I was showing it with the chat that was there with the live, but people were getting confused because of the current chat and the past chat. So I turned that part off, okay? What I'm telling you is, right, Zuki, exactly. Many fruits make a salad. Right, you guys. If everybody was alike, we'd have a boring ass world. I just want it, I don't understand all the anger and the venom, because you yourself said it before I did, honey. I'm not being mean. I really, honest to God, I'm not. You know, I just wanted to that's where I got that from. Anybody who wants to know, here's where it came from. That's it. You know, not you. Well, if I'm going to be the nut in the salad, I want to be the cashew, because that's my favorite ones. You know, I just wanted, well, Slink, I'm reaching out. I've got the olive branch as long as I can hold it out, you know. That's all I'm saying. That's all this is. I don't know. I'm sorry that somebody takes that as a put down. And what I was saying about the difference in viewerships and everything else, that's not, I said, see, this part was cut out. I didn't see it in there. Maybe I exited it before it was shown. I don't know. Because I watched under 5 minutes, I'm telling you. But I didn't see the part in there where I said it's for every genre. I missed that part. It's not, just the true crime. It's for every genre, I've noticed in YouTube. That's all. I, again, will say, I want to be the nut, though, V. I want to be a cashew, because I got many curves. No, but honest to goodness, you guys, if you can't tell, I'm not angry. I'm not going to be. But I dadgum sure ain't going to spend hours of my day watching people trash me that don't even know me. I ain't got time for that, you know. There's a little more to that. I'm going to turn the speed back up. And we're going to finish it out. Just finish out the part until she says goodbye. I think it's important so that everyone can see that we did say goodbye on a good note. And I've not heard anything since until today. Okay, Diane, I will get there. Well, why not? You mentioned it. We'll go back to that in a minute. Diane says, the only thing I heard them say was you were disrespectful to a super chat. Okay, so we were in the middle of discussing the marathon and the fact that the super chats and super stickers and whatnot, that 30% of all of them gets took away. And Q Carlock had said that she was going to pay all the difference. And we were talking about that. And something else came in. And then my friend, Ginger Snaps, put $100 super chat in. Now I posted on the screen and I thanked her. And I said, but I'm going to pinch your head off. Now, mind you, the next thing I said was cut off, and it went straight into me going back to discussing Q Carlock and the thing and how she was going to pay the difference. But that was before it got up to the $16,000 mark, and then the $32,000, and all the money that was sent in would have meant she would have to pay $600. Okay. The reason, and Ginger Snap knows this, she's a friend of mine. She's still a friend. The reason I said that to her was because I honest to goodness felt like $100 was just too damn much for her to come out of pocket when she's got family to take care of too. That's why it says, I'm going to pinch your head off and you know why. But then you know why got cut off. And what was said after that got cut off. And it wasn't remembered that she's the one that Tiffany Marie and them put down because she was involved with the vigil. I know Ginger Snap personally. See, what you guys don't know, and I'm going to tell it, and I hope she don't get mad at me. The same day she gave me the $100 chat, she had purchased and sent me some items off my wish list. Some items off my wish list. And along with that and a $100 chat, it was just too much. It was too much. I don't want any one person doing that much, you know? But she knew that. And what was played did not show what was going on in the chat at all. It was said that the chat disrespected her, and that's not true. You know, well, it's in the Glamorous Life, darling. It's in the video. I'll have to take time to pull it up, but I'll pull it up and I'll post that portion on the community page, or I'll just come live and do a short and play it. Okay. It's fine, you guys. Nobody has to defend me. Okay. I know I have to accept the blessings, but I just didn't want someone who was a friend of mine to do so much for me. That was all that was about. She's the person that's sending us all the stuff. Also, she mailed it out the same day. And that's not an inexpensive thing that she's mailing us from Summer's Vigil. And God knows I don't want to cry. But it just overwhelms my heart when somebody does some stuff that's... Well, I'm a cliche. I've not gotten the cash yet, but thank you for asking. I can't. I won't be getting that until around December 20. I think they pay me around the 24th or 25th of every month. But thank you for asking, and I have tried. So if she's up, I wouldn't be surprised to see her come shut your mouth. But that is what it is. If you're still awake, can you check and see if that email has been returned? I guess, I'm not used to people just out of the goodness of their heart just being so helpful and there, I know, Group, not letting you talk. Hold on. I want people just to hear you. Just hold on.
Thank you, Miss Nita. Yeah, I did speak to Ginger Snap personally. I haven't gotten an email back from her yet to give me permission to do so. But if she had given me permission, I would have read her email to you guys. She has no problem with Nita. She never thought that Nita was being offensive or rude to her. She understood exactly what Nita was trying to explain. So there was no problem there. There was nothing to blow up in the first place. It's it's just my opinion that people get butthurt too easily about things that have got nothing to do with them personally. But yeah, as I said, it's just my opinion. So yeah,
Sorry, I'm trying. It wasn't letting me unmute. um, what I was going to say too on that part, and then I'm done with that also, because everything that I'm talking about right now, it's there. It's there. It's preserved for posterity. And once I finish, I'm deading it. Deadening it. That's why I said the chat will be open for 5 minutes to answer questions when I'm finished, and I'm deadening it. Like literally, if you come in my chat asking me about this dumb shit after now, what will happen is you'll go to the block party immediately. Immediately. I will not address it again. I don't do high school. I graduated a long time ago. And so, for real, for real. So, well, I'm a cliche, honey. If you think it's all BS and you're just negative Nancy, and hey, nobody made you be here. Have a great night. There's plenty of other creators. Have fun. I can't make you want to be here and like it. I don't know what. I don't want to stay somewhere where I'm not happy. So I don't know. Whatever. Um. Anyway, I as far as what I was about to say, and that of the super chat and whatnot. No matter what we all think and everything and how we take something, let's say this: we all have or have had very close friends in our lives that if somebody only heard one side of the conversation, they might think we were being pretty mean to them. Maybe I'm crazy. Just believe, are you talking about me as the she? Because if you are, I need to please know that. But right, Suzanne, I get that part. Well, I know Zona, that hearsay, that high school thing, but it is whatever it is. All I'm saying is, like, if you only heard one side of mine or Griff's conversation sometimes, I don't know how people would take it. I don't know. And that's the thing. Ginger Sap was not up on the panel. What, Griff? Go ahead.
yeah, I'm thinking about our conversations and if people would have to overhear that. If we're like, well, are they fighting or are they conversating?
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Because we get animated. Car alarm, wife said. But I how do I say this, Griff? I expected some ish to pop off after I put out my last Tiffany video.
Video, yeah.
That when a certain bit of editing is done, it will be back. That's the scary part, huh? We just missed a name one spot. So it has been taken down. It is completely deleted from YouTube. Bad Girls Club, Griffey Nita's.
And don't forget, you always got Stella piping in from the peanut gallery as well.
Yeah, true that.
Why? What did you do?
I accidentally put fairy dust in the timeout.
Oh, very does. Stella is very sorry she accidentally did that to you.
She said she put herself in timeout for doing it.
No, she accidentally put fairy dust into timeout.
That's what I'm saying. She put herself in the corner because she did. That Stella did. Stella said,
Yeah.
"Uh-oh, I messed up. I put myself in timeout."
Shall we start calling you baby now? Nobody puts baby in the corner. Breathe, Nita. And let's hope we don't go back up on somebody else's screen for like 45 minutes straight again.
Mm.
Mm.
Well, I just want to say again, I have no beef. I still have great respect for the fact that she's who and represents herself exactly as who she says she is.
And I am still not subbed to her. I'll admit that on air. I said it before. I am not. And it's just because I don't like the drama.
Well, I am subbed. I didn't even
Yeah,
unsub.
yeah, I know you are.
And I've had many conversations back and forth, email and whatever. And um, I've never had a problem. We've never had an issue. Not even when Dusty was up there and stuff. We talked. We talked. I mean, like I said, you can twist and turn anything you want to, but if you look at what I just played, I let that speak for me. That's all I'm saying. Not my words. And I'm done. I have nothing more to say. I don't know. I've addressed pretty much, everything that I need to address. Anything else I don't know. Um I I'm going to play this other creator's videos just because of what they said. You think I should?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you very much to Sharon because lamb chops, really? Now we're all hungry.
What?
But I hope you enjoyed them, Sharon.
Okay, so I wanted to say one more thing. I meant to put it in the last video that's uploading right now. This one is going to be on first, and you may or may not see it. I don't know. But I wanted to say thank you for all the new subscribers. But if you watch my next video that is uploading currently, that is much longer than this one's going to be, you might want to unsubscribe because this channel, it's going to be strictly making fun of YouTubers that I think are fake or behaving fake. Or maybe they're just not thinking about what they're doing or saying. And I'm not doing it to be mean or hurtful, really. It's really just for laughs. And I have many other channels. And most of them are just for fun. I've got one serious channel that's about my life and how pathetic it is, like how difficult it is, or how difficult it is for me to live in this world. But yeah, it's not really worth subscribing to either, which is why I don't acknowledge it on this channel. Oh, I was going to say also on that last channel, I named the channel Trainwreck because, like I said, true crime community is kind of like a train wreck. You want to look away, but you just can't. But also, my grandmother, Beulah Manus, was killed by a train. She got hit by a train. She was in the back seat of her car, and my aunt and uncle were driving, and the car stalled on the tracks. They got everybody out except my grandma. Leslie and Becky, the two cousins of mine that were little, they got out, and my aunt and uncle, Vicky and Louie, got out. But my grandma did not, and it took her way down the tracks and broke pretty much every bone in her body, if not every bone in her body. And so she didn't like fake people either. So this is kind of like in honor of her, although I'm sure she would not appreciate me making fun of people. If she were alive, she'd probably whack me in the head. But anyway, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you to all the new subscribers, but you're probably going to unsubscribe because this is not a serious channel. I mean, everybody knows Tiffany's fake. Well, not everybody. Most everybody knows Tiffany's fake. You do not need somebody making a video making fun of her to tell you that. And the people that are Tiffany's diehard, supporters, they don't care about the truth. I mean, they sit here and donate to a flashing screen and someone who obviously is fake as the day is long. I mean, it's proven over and over and over again, and they don't care. That tells me they don't care about true crime either. They don't care about victims. They would rather support someone who has victimized repeatedly. So, thank you all. Okay, so I thought I'd make this short video. And the reason I feel like I must make this video is because I have a channel that is just stupid. It's to make fun of the true crime community. Because I've been part of YouTube since it started in 2005. When I say part of YouTube, I mean watching YouTube. Got to clarify that so someone doesn't think I'm trying to say I work for YouTube, because that would be incorrect. Really incorrect. But yeah, I got a stupid channel, and I call it Trainwreck. It kind of because the true crime community is kind of like watching a train wreck. You want to look away, but you just can't. And you're all a bunch of backstabbers. Like you remind me of my grade school days when people were like best buds one day and tripping each other and stabbing each other the next. But I made videos kind of making fun of Benny and Mr. Griff, the real Griff at the time, because, well, they were going back and forth like a couple of little children. And so then when they made up, I made cute little videos about it, and I thought they were funny. But I deleted them because I realized that they upset Griff, Matt, whatever his name is. And I don't want to do that because I actually like Griff. I actually like Benny. I don't understand. I shouldn't have probably made the videos, but I just get so frustrated watching the true crime community being stupid. How is anyone supposed to take any of you seriously? And oh my God, you people have lives that last for 7, 8, 9, 10 hours. And then you try to convince the public that I don't depend on YouTube. I have a real job. Well, you don't say you have a real job. You say you have other things going. It's like, yeah, okay. Yeah. What kind of a life could you possibly have if you spend every day on the internet all day long? Seriously. I mean, good God. So then I made other funny videos, what I thought was funny, and I deleted them. One was about self-made mom, because she was making all these stupid videos with people singing, and she actually tried to convince people that she was just so talented instead of that she's using these stupid little apps. I mean, I asked people, like, why does everybody hate this woman again? Because I wanted to make sure I got it right. It's like, oh, she's making these really, really awful videos about people, and they're just really detailed. And I come to find out she was using the Wombo app. It's like, wake up, people. And now she's using other apps. I mean, it's just, but she's got over 1,000 subscribers. Yeah. So I guess I should thank her, because that's kind of why I decided to make this stupid little channel and kind of make fun of the true crime community. Not in a mean way. I meant to do it in a funny way. I'm autistic, so perhaps I'm not as funny as I'd hoped. Perhaps I'm not funny at all. I do also, I was also a little irritated at the true crime community because I had a channel. I only had like 300 subscribers, not quite 300. But I really enjoyed it. For the first time in over 10 years, I was able to get out of bed because I've suffered severe depression. I say get out of bed. I mean, look forward to waking up. And it was all about Summer, because I'm no different than anyone else. That little girl, like, grabbed my heart, and, you know, you just want her found. You want her to be okay, but you kind of know she's not, you know. And then if you've been a victim of abuse, how do I say this? If you've been a victim of abuse that is pretty severe, there's a pretty good chance that you're going to make statements like, I don't want that little girl found if she's being trafficked or something. And the reason is because you know the road that she's going to have ahead of her. So some people get upset with me because I also made a couple videos about little Summer on this channel that was like, the poor girl's already dead. That I kind of just believe there was an accident and she's no longer living, and that's how I sleep at night. Because the thought of that little girl going through violent SA, my mind can't go there. I can't live in a world like that. Yes, I know it's not very realistic, but that's how I have to function. I live alone. I have no support system. I have no support group. I have no one in this world. And so I do what I have to make my life livable, even if that is live in a dream world where little Summer is not suffering, because I think she died in an accident. That's what I'm gonna stick to. I watched the Dr. Phil, and he said that he doesn't believe Don or Candace had anything to do with it, and they don't know where she is consciously, but maybe subconsciously Candace does. I don't know. I did a video before, the second part, stating something similar to that when you've been a victim of severe SA, you know, you've been violently assaulted, you know, perhaps several times in life, you kind of learn to disassociate. Not all people do this, but many of us do. We learn to disassociate. That's not me. You go to another place, and that's another person back there experiencing all this trauma. But anyway, so I made this video, and I want to apologize because I made videos about Tiffany Marie too, and I did it because I think she's fake as a day is long. And now I've come to find out that John Unhinged or whatever, or, you know, I think it's John Unhinged, has been talking about her and trying to wake people up to where she's not what she seems to be. Now, some people, they realize that. They realize she's fake as a day is long. Other people, a little bit slower. They may never realize it because they want to believe Tiffany is who she says she is. I don't like Tiffany, because when you have been abused or actually been a victim of violent crime or SA or DV, which I'm pissed that YouTube makes people use abbreviations for what they've experienced in life. It's like, seriously? But when you've been that person, you can spot a fake a mile away, someone who's pretending to care. Yeah, and I think that I just can't help but see the real Tiffany Marie. And she treated me like crap. I mean, I'm sure she wouldn't even remember, but she treated me like crap. So, yeah, I made funny videos, but I was also making fun of the true crime community, the way they do stuff. They put stupid shit out there that's not even real. You put some real, which was the phone calls, and then you put some fake, which was the pictures. You know, Tiffany Marie has used her picture on her videos, supposedly. I haven't seen her actually talking like I am here. You see this is me. It's not just a picture flashing on the screen. This is actually me, and so you know that. You don't have to wonder who's behind the screen. And again, I say, how in the hell are you even listening to these people that are too afraid to show their face? Their face must be hideous or something. I mean, look at me, I'm pretty hideous, and yet I'm still showing my face. You know, or they're cowardly, or I don't know what the hell their problem is, but it just doesn't make sense that people believe them when they're hiding behind a little flashing screen that flashes every time they open their trap. But yeah, I was making fun of the YouTube true crime community by making these videos. I thought they were hilarious. I put multiple pictures of this woman. But who really knows what Tiffany looks like? Who really cares? She's not a nice person. Do you really want to know what she looks like? Do you really want to get to know her? I sure as the hell don't. But I just wanted to clarify that because it's disturbing. My channel, Trainwreck, is about making fun of YouTube creators that are in the true crime community that don't seem to care about the truth. They care about putting on a shit show. And then they want to sit here behind a flashing screen, of course. They won't show their face. Oh God, they don't show their face. They have this flashing screen, and they sit here and say, well, I just don't know why. They're just a bad person. That's why they're not doing well. Oh my God, all they do is beg for money. It's like, excuse me, what the hell are you doing putting on 6, 7, 8, 9 hour live shows, putting on a shit show every night, but begging for money? You sure as hell ain't trying to get to the bottom of any crime that was committed against Summer Wells. Obviously, that's not your high priority, and you're digging people out of the damn woodwork, you know, like Jody Sue and Prayer Garden or Prairie Garden, whatever her name is, you know, and then you're putting on the freaking Mary, is that her name? The one that licks her lips just like Dawn does. And it's obvious she's lying, but you put her on and you say, we stand strong with Mary and Trish and whatever the hell the other one's name is, Janine or Jeannie or whatever. I'm going to tell you this again, and I know you won't hear it, but let me tell you, as a victim, as someone who has suffered SA and DV, and who's had pretty much a rough life from the get-go, from my first breath, just because you're a victim does not make you a good person. No, it does not mean that you are a good person or a saint. It means that you are a victim of those things. I tell you, I've been mentioning more that I'm autistic because I do not fit in your world. I do not fit. But I'm beginning to think that I'm not the one that's all that nuts. I'm beginning to think that you people are, because you will put people up on a pedestal because they were a sexual assault victim or a domestic violence sufferer victim. That's your bar for being a good person? Seriously? I don't understand that world. That makes zero sense to me. In fact, this whole true crime community makes zero sense because I want to follow what God teaches. And I've seen very few of you actually following that. Very few. I mean, you do everything and you go on and on about justice and revenge, and that has nothing to do with a Christian or God or anything. It's like, at least you could do is stop calling yourself a Christian or pretending like you believe in God or want to follow his rules or laws. Because I guarantee you, all these people that you're judging and you're making a shit show every night, putting Don on all drunked up and stuff, thinking that's funny. You're sitting there laughing and talking down on him. Let's pretend like we care about him. Well, Don, this is all about Summer. This is all about Summer. Bullshit. This is all about you and your big, gigantic ego that's apparently so freaking big, you can't even put your real face on the camera or your voice. Anyway, and with Tiffany Marie, I'm kind of wondering if Tiffany Marie is even her name. You know, seriously. What makes anyone think that that's the truth? She lies about everything. She lies about everything. And everywhere that little Tiffy goes, the drama's sure to follow. Yeah, everywhere that Tiffy goes, Tiffy goes, Tiffy goes. Everywhere that Tiffy goes, the drama's sure to follow. It's like, good God. You talk about people getting a life. I haven't seen any of you YouTubers actually have a life, except for maybe Griff. He actually goes to work and then comes home and he tries to put out. He's another person that hates me. I have this knack for going to people and talking to them who really despise me. I think I might kind of do that on purpose. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I think because it makes me feel better. Because if they treat me like crap with the life that I've had, and then they want to turn around and say how they're so big on victims and they're all about helping people, the little people, and they're going to treat me like shit, I obviously know they're fake as fuck. You know? Anyway, it's very upsetting to me that Nita had to run across my channel. And I just want to apologize to her. I don't want to say anything negative about her. Nope. I don't have anything really to say about any particular YouTuber. Except for if you've treated me like crap or tried to embarrass me, you're on my list. Yeah. And there's another one that I've been so nice to. Actually, a couple of them I've been so nice to. And every chance they come around. That's why I don't have comments on I got comments disabled on all my videos. Because every time I accidentally forget and to check that, uncheck that box or whatever, here comes that creator pretending to be somebody else. Giving me all these nasty little comments. It's like, oh my God, do you not think I know who you are? Seriously? You're on my list. I just haven't gotten there yet. I've been having fun with Tiffany. Tiffany. Anyway, that's the end of this video. I just wanted to say this channel is for shits and grins. It's for laughs. It is not serious content, except for when I talk about Summer Wells and when I talk about God. Those are two things I do not laugh about, joke about. So I hope you all are having a great day.
Okay, a couple of things I need to say real quick. Um, One, I just want to preface this by saying everybody know that this lady we were just watching, her channel is Trainwreck is the name of it. I want everybody to know that she is on the autism spectrum. Okay, so understand that when looking at her, a lot of people have been really disrespectful and mean to her. I think it may be possible that due to the fact that we both seem to have the same kind of glasses and a little bit similar look, that some people may think I'm her or may have gotten some of our videos mixed up. And that's okay. Um, I like her. She just has no filter, but she doesn't know how to have a filter. She's not mean spirited. She's just honest. And I respect that honesty. Whether I agree with all of her opinions or not. And I'm not saying that I do. And I really wanted it to out there because she does say she apologizes to me. And I just wanted to say the apology wasn't needed. And that I've never had a problem with this lady. And I think she's wonderful and quite amusing. And I'm glad that she now has a reason to get out of bed every day. And I think it also speaks volumes to some of the comments because this part is what really hurt. Like her, I didn't say I am a licensed advocate for any type of DV or SA victims. Like her, I've said I am one. People say, "Oh, Nina can't speak to people the way she speaks to people and be a victim of DV or SA." Well, obviously, they never watched the very first live I ever did because on that very first live, I showed my restraining order. I showed the paperwork that was filed and the restraining order. I even read, 3 pages, I think, that was in the description about what happened and got a little choked up with it. Also, I showed the paperwork where I had been in the address protection program offered by my state and the district attorney's office. So Young did that part too. I did that for a reason because I knew people would question it. So there you go. That's my response. Go back and watch my first live stream ever. That's my answer. Um, Exactly. People, thank you so much. I'm not even sure. I think that was Zook one that said people deal differently with everything. And that's so true. And that's the whole point of this. This is an open forum from day one after I said, well, couponing is just not what it seems that this channel is destined for. From day one, before we did summer, before we did any of that, really, from day one I said, this is a channel for survivors to get together, to talk, to share, to support, to laugh, to giggle, to cut up, to feel safe being crazy or silly or whatever we want it to be. So for everybody that keeps asking me, is this Summer's channel? Why are you not talking about Summer? There's your answer. This is a survivor's channel. This is Nina's world as a survivor. I know how it feels to be a survivor. I don't know how it is to be an advocate. I've always wanted to be able to pay it forward to those that have helped me. and to support others. Just like the documentary that I said I was going to do. It's not a true crime documentary. It's not from the version or the side of an advocate for DV or SA or CP or anything. It's a documentary of the struggle that one woman and her family have dealt with and gone through during the fungalitis and being separated because you were a victim of DV and weren't helped by the system. And how we as DV survivors get victimized again and again and again through the system and by people that don't understand. And how to get your backbone and your voice back and feel strong. Even when somebody drags you for no reason. Even when somebody tries to manipulate you or tries to make you feel bad about yourself. Even when people who smile in your face and say they're your friend are stabbing you in the back. Even when you meet someone and get into a new relationship and you see those triggers. Even when the news every day out there is a trigger. See, I can talk about what is a trigger because I have my own. And I understand when people talk about smells or taste or sounds or whatever can send them somewhere, because I do have that. I do. What I don't understand is attacking subs and sunshines and people in the chat. That's what I don't understand. They don't put themselves up as creators. They don't start a channel and they don't ask for that. That's all. Nobody reacts to a situation exactly the same. And like everybody out there in the world, we all had summer grab our hearts. So we all came together for this case with a perspective that no other body has. And there's nothing wrong with me stating that fact. We have a different perspective. When you are a survivor, you recognize it when you see it and you feel it. You know it when you see it happening. You know it's just, we can't explain it necessarily, but we know. I didn't even get a bone. Yep, I'm reading the chat. Oh my gosh, I'm reading my chat while talking. I've evolved.
Good Lord, somebody alert the media.
Right.
Yeah, but I do gotta say, just my own opinion, my own perspective, you've grown a lot in the last 5 months. And you know I can say that because I've been along for the whole ride. I agree.
Absolutely. And I was also going to say, I seen somebody say something else about Ginger Snap, and she is a beautiful soul. And I just think, y'all don't, I want to say this, and I'm going to speak for her. And if she doesn't want me to say this, she'll post a comment real quick on this video. I know her well enough to know that to be true. It's really funny that the group that dogged her out about the vigil. And it was in a video I just showed that somebody made a real bad comment with her name in it about the vigil not wanting to be there because of her. Are the ones using her to come after me. She really feels bad. She said that, and I think she was in that chat that day, or in that chat this morning, or what, yesterday morning, whatever. And I feel bad that she feels bad. That I feel bad that she feels bad. That I feel bad that she feels bad.
And I feel collectively bad for both of you.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, she's a good person. And she knows, because she was there and she heard, she knows that what wasn't all. And she knows why, just like I told her that night. She knows why I said what I said. And I do feel like she was doing too much. Yes, it was gorgeous, Therese. It was gorgeous. Oh, okay. Down under, you scared the crud out of me. I thought you were saying that somebody's ringing your doorbell at 4:30 in the morning. I was getting ready to say, "Oh Lord, Kyle, hold the something, do something." Lisa's home life also. You don't have to necessarily go get a whole security system, but there's like hunting cameras that are motion censored. You can get a couple of those in a pack at your local stores for less than $150. Why are we laughing?
Because you just blew the crap out of yourself again by reading the chat wrong.
What I do?
Reading Miss Sharon's message and getting it jumbled and then getting it right. So
Well,
you
no,
recovered.
the way she wrote it here in the States, the way she wrote it was kind of backwards for me.
Yeah.
So it took me a minute to figure, because she said I got a ring door thingy or something. I don't know. It's the way it was worded. I thought she was saying she had a ring at the door. I was getting ready to say, "Oh my God, are you okay?" Why do I not see Obsidian in the chat, but everybody's commenting to him? I know I don't have them blocked. Griff is frozen. Am I frozen too? Or is it just Griffy? Must just be Griffy. Or just me. I bet they had a rolling blackout, or she'll pop right back up. One of the two. I missed Elisa. Well, looks like we just... Yep, exactly. Thank you, the real GG. That's what I was saying. They're pretty cheap, yeah. You're right about that, Heather Smith. I'm waiting to see... No, Grandma, see, I found out what was wrong. The sage that I've been burning, apparently I'm allergic to. That's what's causing the problem. And I'm treating my house and hopefully taking some medicine that they've given me. And hopefully within the next, they said less than 10 days, I should be cleared up. Before everybody leaves. Yeah, that's what, yeah. It was bad, Grandma T, because, I sage a lot. So that's why it's been so bad. Good morning, We Scottish Ma, and everybody in the chat. So I have several necessary announcements to make for everybody that is a sunshine. Concerning the donor and the funds. Okay? Just Just making sure everybody hears me. I think Griff's power went out. I'm so not seeing Obsidian's messages. That means Obsidian has to be blocked for some reason. And I thought, I don't know why. Oh, there you are. No, I see it. What's my sage regimen? Ethereal Obsidian. Oh, I don't know exactly what you mean by that, but every time that I do sage, I open my windows and my doors. I make sure that all the smoke has gone out and it's cleared out. And then I do salt the seals of the window and the door and close them. And I try to do that at least once every 5 days. And then I do sage before and after I do any readings. I think that's important. Any room that I do that in. No, Grandma T, it's different. Apparently, and I'm finding out just how, apparently the sage you burn. Yeah, I do tarot. That's what I'm talking about, Zuki. I do. That's why I'm saying I do. I sage before and after. I think it's important. That's pretty good, Lisa Bumgarner. Yes, and yes, Ethereal. I do have a fan and an extinguisher. I actually have a feather also. Yeah, way different sage. The sage that you burn is white sage. It is dried, and wrapped, but it's also, some of it's treated with chemicals, and I don't know. I order mine. The Palo Santo is better, and that's what I'm gonna do. Please, Ethereal, please recommend something for replacing that. I do have Palo Santo, and I also have some essential oils that I'm using. Well, V, we got to be real. We live in the 2000s, and if I'm ordering it off of Amazon, I'm figuring that when it gets through customs and stuff, that it does get sprayed. Yeah, I've got the Palo Santo. I just had ran out of it and had none left and was using the sage. I prefer the Palo Santo. But it is white sage, and then I have the white sage with lavender flowers also.
Griffey joined.
Oh, Griff is back.
Yeah,
The
sorry.
party lost power.
But it wasn't a load shedding this time.
Ah.
It was just a situation of everything went no power.
I don't know. I was waiting on Ethereal to tell me a different suggestion, and I hadn't seen it come back yet, y'all. It doesn't really matter what's in sage to me anymore. I can't burn it. Oh. Apparently, though, either I can't burn it, period. I'm highly allergic. Like, it does something to my lungs. I don't know. That's a doctory thing. I'm not that smart. Okay, well, Let me real quick, you guys. I'm gonna mute for 1 second. Oh, V, you're allergic to eucalyptus. That's one of the better things, in my opinion, to put into your like your I call it my water machine. You're allergic
Nebulizer.
to cinnamon. Yeah, thank you. What's mine's hot? It's I've got peppermint and orange in mine right now to burn or to burn to blow.
Did
It's supposed
Valerie
to be
come and did
uplifting
Valerie
it.
did
Do what?
Valerie come and visit you that you're burning your nebulizer now?
No, I don't even know who Valerie would make. Why Valerie would make me want to burn my nebulizer? It's not a nebulizer. It's something else. A diffuser. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one, Ethril. Good idea. Infuse my oils with sage leaves. That would work. That would work. That way, um, when I actually, because the sage will continuously be slowly. Well, thank you, Kathy. Kathy told me I need to blow my nose. I wonder if my mom will come in and tell me I need to wipe my butt.
Well, I wouldn't put it past her.
See, Kathy wasn't here. She doesn't understand what I just got done describing and talking about, does she? What's up, Stellar? What is PG? Oh, Susan. Susan, I almost said, what is PGOA, y'all? Oh, my God. Yep, sweetgrass, sage, cedar, and tobacco. You're right about that, V. I'm sorry, Wave, but that was funny. Okay, so I'm going to do what my mama Kathy told me to do, y'all, and I'm going to blow my nose real quick, which I was about to say I was going to do anyway, and let Griff talk for just a second, and then I'm going to make these donor announcements that we need to get out, and then I'm going to say goodnight because I want to sleep, and like I said, I'm done with the comments on the other ish. It's deaded, and I'm making that announcement because I want it to be clear. Because guess what? If it gets brought up again to me, anybody that brings it up, block party. What? Okay. And I'm going to pee for a second, Griff. So take over. You got 4.5 counting.
Just don't get stuck. Stella, you need to come say sorry to Miss Ferry for putting her in timeout just now. Yeah, I'm gonna use any excuse I can. Quit reading the chat.
I'm so sorry, Fairy.
There you go.
And now Pakistani Sunday.
And now she's a tomato. You see, even V's cheering you on. You didn't miss much. We just hit the rewind when we're done. So good. What? How long have we been? Oh, 2 hours, 36 minutes. Well, yeah, that's. Well, thank you, Miss Sharon. We try, but.
We love you, Miss Sharon.
And Stella says she loves you too, but we still want those lamb chops, though. So, yeah. How are you guys doing? Was quite a exhilarating day, wasn't it? Ha! I use any excuse I can, Miss Mary. The trick that I haven't been able to figure out yet is how to get her to actually come up onto my panel on my own channel. I can promise everything in the book and then some, and the answer is still no. See, now I'm getting the look again.
I love you.
And I keep getting the look
I still love
while she's blushing. Yeah, lamb chops. Yum. And sorry if I offend any vegetarians or vegans or anything by saying that, but facts are facts. You see? You see? Even they agree with me. We want to see more of you. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Miss Sharon. That would be great to see. And thank you very much for allowing me on your panel this morning, though. I really had fun. It was a breakaway from everything. So yeah, it was quite. That's the one thing I did actually like about this morning was the fact that when Nita called me, I was like, "Hold on," I muted myself and I answered the phone and was like, I'm on the panel, right?" She's like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, I'm on Sharon's panel." Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bother you. I was like, "No, you're fine. It's okay. Um, want to say hi?" And I'm like, she's, "Yeah, I'll say hi." So I'm on Sharon's phone. "Is it okay for Nita to say hi?" So I was like holding the phone. "Nita, say hi." And then I had to tell the car alarm story. Yeah.
Meep, meep.
You're not Nita. Get the fuck out of this car.
I was sitting and listening to her talk, so now I let her keep talking while I sit here.
So you didn't get stuck in the toilet then. Well,
You
that's
take your
good then.
speaker in the bathroom to play binaural beats, and then I put Vicks Lavender and Mint into a glow and turn on. Hey, that sounds like a good idea, Ethro, actually. Yep, my nose just beat to went meep, meep. That's why I don't blow it all the time. It'll teach y'all. Tell me to blow my nose, then I'll make weird noises. Stella's on her way. We're making her hungry. I'm not sure how right now, but okay. All right.
Pretty much making me hungry too. It's lunchtime over here.
I didn't do it.
No, it was all Miss Sharon's fault. She started it with the lamb chops.
We're gonna start our next. Okay, that's the next drama. We're gonna try. Sharon, where you at? We're gonna try and argue with you because you didn't make us lamb chops, and you told us about them. How rude of you! Sharon cooks and doesn't share. She's mean.
Now it's my turn to say, I'm so offended. I'm so triggered right now. How dare you, Miss Sharon?
Zona said it's because lambs are too cute to eat.
Not around here, Zona. Around here, they're not too cute to eat.
If you're sorry, why do you keep putting lamb chops on my screen, Sharon? I'm confused.
That's a sorry, not sorry.
Well, Lisa, we do. Guys, those of you that were in my little small intimate chat last night on the other channel, I know Griff was there until they cut her power. We had a blast. I think there's a few people in here that were in there last night. We had a wonderful time. And that's exactly what I came to YouTube to do, you guys. So I'm going to make an announcement or two. Griff might be surprised by some of them. Sorry, Griff, not sorry, but I won't give you time to talk me out of some things. So, I didn't come to YouTube to do true crime. And I'm not going to continue to do true crime. The only reason that I'm still here doing the summer case is because I made a promise. I made a promise to you guys. I made a promise, and I'm not breaking it, that I would be here till the end of this case, and that we would be here with Summer on her journey until there was justice for her. And I'm not changing that. I'm also going to continue to be here as a platform for us to all come together about whatever the hell we want to talk about. That's right, Asia Degree. She's still a cold case and she's still missing. Right. So I want people to understand that we're going to talk about whatever we as survivors want to talk about. It may be Summer. It may be Asia Degree. It may be about freaking going shopping together or having a slumber party or how to make tea light candles of your own. Straight like that. So it can be just laid right out. It drives me bonkers too, Miss Grandma. It was in her book bag. I put all that up there, you know. Yep, or lamb chop cooking. That's right, Sharon. She didn't put a picture up there this time. She just mentioned them, by the way, Griff. That shady woman. That was slick, Sharon. That was slick. I just want people to understand that. It's like I've had a lot of hate mail. And so due to that, I'm going to have to ask some specific things given the donor program so that things can carry out in a timely fashion. Who's naughty voice, though? Who's naughty voice? You have burgoo, which is squirrel stew. Well, you keep that shit, Zona. Listen, I've seen squirrel brains presented. I didn't say I hate them. My grandpappy used to eat that ish. Ugh. They say that squirrel leg tastes like frog legs, which tastes like chicken. I don't know, because I ain't never ate it. Now, anyway, that's one announcement, just to clarify, because I've had a lot of hate mail, because apparently I'm a very mean, lying thief, and a beggar. And I want to thank you guys, because apparently I forgot. I came on here and I didn't have a car, and I begged you guys to buy me a car. So thank you for buying my car, but my next payment's due by December 1st, so I need y'all to get on that. I better not say that, because then I'm going to be called being a beggar for that. It's kind of a double-edged sword. You can't win for losing. But anyway, also, some people seem to be confused about this announcement that was made in our last video about our donor. We are not, will not. Okay, let me state this. Okay. Couple facts. Fact number one, we have an anonymous donor who wishes to remain that way. That means nobody is to know whom it is. Okay. That person has given and pledged that I don't have the money in my hands. Okay. They have pledged up to $10,000 to various members, subscribers, sunshines. Of course, there are rules. There's always some damn rules to screw everything up. I know. That being said, we have to put law into effect as well. Okay, Chris Prince, so what do you mean, where did it go? I never have had any money in my hand, and it won't be ever in my hand. That's the whole idea. Now, first, when you're the person that receives a charitable donation of any sort to be dispersed to people, you are not allowed to disperse those monies to yourself or to anyone that's related to you. Chris Principia, I don't know what you sent to Obsidian, honey, but if it had any kind of a link or email in it, YouTube gets it. I don't know what else to answer. I can't see that part. That would be a mod question.
Or if it was over 200 characters, it won't show.
Okay. Thank you, darling. I don't know the answer. So, and I don't, I don't have the ability for certain stuff when I'm in this restream. I'm not able to do mod work. I have to go to my cell phone to be able to do mod work. Okay, so that being said, because a lot of people took that wrong when I was so emotional because I was crying tears of joy at the fact that I was being given an opportunity to make half of my dream come true, which is being able to pay it forward to those that have been there for me, supported me, and helped me in any way, shape, or form, even just emotionally. I wanted to be able to help others, and that's like half of my dream come true. So, yep, I was crying. Sure was. I own that. I'll cry some damn more for that shit, okay? No, Zona, I don't need more crap on my wish list because when I put more crap on my wish list, I catch hell for that. I get drugged for it. I can't win. Sorry. So, anyway. Back to the businessy type stuff. So I'm explaining. Oh no, Zona, they're perfect. I am not. Oh God, I'll just look at it. Anyway, as I was saying concerning this program, I'm trying to state it in. No, I didn't know Chris had a wish list. I would think that I'm the only YouTuber that has a wish list. I mean, Wave, I know. Wave says your subs ask you to create a wish list. That was never your idea. It doesn't matter.
Even Chris's dog Buddy has a wish list.
So, anyway, Grandma T, sorry, crack me up. Anyway, I can't with Suzanne. It's all right, Gigi. Don't waste your time doing that. I'm not. Nope, I don't want to make Nita's World merch. Nope, don't want to do it. I'll get drugged for that. Yeah, that sounds really nice, Obsidian, to do that. That would help with sleep, too. I have to keep a light or a fan on, It's amazing to me how many people I saw or heard. I guess I should say heard, because I've not watched it, and I'm not going to. I'm not, because I'm not going to get angry. I have blood pressure issues anyway. Yeah, happiness and joy, and I still am. They're just trying to be fun suckers and take it, take the joy and still that love. It's okay. What I'm trying to do, hi, Honest Rage. Well, if that's what you want to do, Gigi, honey, that's up to you. I just don't want anybody doing anything and putting themselves in a line of fire for me. I'm a big girl. I'm good. You know? So, given all that's gone on, the donor is still willing to do this. I'm going to explain to everybody that are the sunshines how this is going to work so you can understand what I need for you to do. Because there's some people that I've emailed back and forth. Griff can tell you more than 9 emails to get one thing and still don't have it. So I'm going to make what you need to do to qualify and what I have to show him to get that particular set of monies to pay. There's up to 10,000 he's going to give, but he's not just handing me 10,000 and say go to like you're in the strip club or have one of those things and start shooting money out. It's not that simple. Is anything ever really? And then you have banking delays. So long story short, we will be picking 5 people every 7 days to assist in some fashion. There's going to be a cap amount. He's asked that I not inform everybody what the cap amount is because some people will ask for that amount no matter what. We want to know the real need. We want to help those that really need the help and be able to help as many people as possible. Okay? That being said, I say that we're doing it every 7 days so that people know that even if you're a new sub, you will have time to be able to qualify. Okay? The reason that's important is because, number one, you have to have been a sunshine for 30 days. And yes, there are ways that we can tell. YouTube tells us these things. Two, what we need is when you send an email, please in your subject line, type the word donor. That way, when I get 450 new emails and 170, how many ever of them are about something that's gone on that morning that has nothing to do with this program, and 300 of them are people asking questions about the program or wanting help, I can get to those sorted out faster. Separate out the emails that have donor in the subject line. It just makes it faster for me to be able to help someone. Sona, you kill me. Good morning, Brain Freeze. And please, I see Griff, thank you and Stella so much for remembering even 3 hours later to drop the creators links. I see y'all doing that, and I just wanted to acknowledge that. So thank you. I appreciate it. I wanted y'all to just know that. I see it. Okay, anyway. Woosah. So, subject line, emails, donor. Just make sure that you do that. That way, I can address it and get you assistance very quickly. The second thing is, please, in the email, I love hearing you guys' stories, but on this, it makes it really hard if you write a really long email because I'm reading hundreds a day, So, okay, Deb, good question. What and who are the sunshines? Sunshines are people that are subscribed to this channel. That's what and who. So if you're a subscriber, you're a sunshine. And you can apply. That's all you have to be, a subscriber. So again, and if somebody will just drop my email real quick in the chat, I would appreciate it, guys. Send an email with donor in your subject line to neatasworld99@gmail.com. When you get to the composition part, state exactly what you need and either attach a document through a PDF file or through a picture of exactly what it is you need. So here's an example. If you're telling me that your lights are about to get cut off, and if you don't pay them by November 23rd, they're going to cut them off, I know, Zona, it does sound like a lot of work, don't it? Anyway, but you know what? It's worth it if it helps people. It doesn't matter, you know. Ingsi, if you'll give me just a moment to get through what we're doing right now, I'll be glad to answer that question. If you'll just remind me after we finish this, okay, darling? Thank you so much. As I was saying, say you have a light, you've got a cutoff notice for your lights, okay? And it has to be paid by November 23rd. You'll get a bill from your light company stating that. Now, you can take a piece of paper or some white out. I don't care if you lay a banana across it and take a picture. Hide any banking information that may appear on that bill and your address. Okay? Hide that and take a picture of it and send it to me. What I need to see, the reason I'm asking for this is I don't need your account number. I need to see the name that's on the bill, and it's got to match the name you're giving me, first of all. Or, you know, give me some kind of proof that you know what I mean? Oh, that's cool on a straight. But, you know, I need to see the name on the bill so I can call the company and pay it. And then I need to see the company that's billing you, which is also going to be at the top of that bill. And it's going to have either their website or phone number or both. And then at the bottom, it's going to show total amount owed, amount to pay or be cut off. And it's going to have your cutoff notice. So that's your proof of need. Don't send me the top corner of your bill and then a piece of paper where you in ink wrote 2 dates and dollar amounts beside it. I can't take that. And I can't even see the number on the thing. And the bill, you're telling me you're a woman and the bill's in a man's name and stuff. You know, I can't. You're making it difficult for me to do that. So, really simple. That's the best way. It's not just you, Grandma T. I don't know. Honestly, Grandma T, I don't know. What I'm telling you right now is, okay, you're good, Grandma T. Don't worry about that one at all. That one's good. You did send the entire bill. Don't worry about that. You're good. There are 3 concrete people already picked for this week. I will let that be known. I have 2 people left. But I absolutely need that. Without that, I cannot pay. How can I call the electric company and pay the bill if I don't know whose name it's in and I don't know what electric company I'm calling? And I need the amount because the donor is sending the amount into the Nita's World Sunshine Fund account that's been created, one person at a time, and subtracting that amount from the $10,000. The whole $10,000 is not deposited. I have to give him your billing because he has to have tax information as well, guys. You know, I have to have it. So does he. That's the only reason. You know, if you go to DSS, Salvation Army, or somewhere, they're going to ask for a proof of a bill also. So that's the next thing. Now, be it groceries that you need, kids' items like shoes or clothes or even toys, what I'm asking that you do is you go on Amazon and you create an Amazon wish list, just like I have. And you either email me a link to that wish list or there's a way that you can connect yourself as a friend of mine and it'll give me your wish list in that connection. Nope, Zona, no booze. Sorry. I'm trying to think. And that way, and try to keep it around $100 per person on that wish list, because I want to be able to help as many people as possible. Okay. Now, what I would like is just create an Amazon wish list. Let me know that you've done it. Like I said, email me, tell me it's there, send me the link. And remember, it will be 5 people a week until the 10,000 is gone. And again, just to reiterate, because of what was said earlier, we have a lot of new people in the chat that I haven't seen past going around. Due to rules about donations and charitable distribution, myself and any of my blood relatives cannot benefit from this fund. We are not allowed, because I'm the person passing it out. How would it look if I sent it to myself? Straight like that. Now, no V, on the wish list, I said $100 per person. There will be a cap per family. So I did mean what I said. You know, if you have 3 kids, try to keep it under 100 per child. It's more, remember, more about want than need. Yes, Lisa, Amazon does take food stamps. So does Walmart's online grocery. It's just easier. I've checked with Walmart to try to see if there's a direct way to pay for people to do an order and get it delivered, and there's not. So a lot of people that may need groceries may be homebound. The one person that I've already spoke to about groceries, and I have your Cash App information, you were not expected to do the wish list. I already have you taken care of. So just, hold on. This is, if I have not talked to you and told you, or if I keep emailing you and I have talked to you and told you repeatedly that I need a specific thing and you're not giving it to me, or I haven't given you a confirmation, you ain't got it. Nobody has gotten anything deposited. I apologize, but new accounts had to be created. The bank is making us wait. First, it was 24 hours for one thing. Now, for a money transfer, it's 72 hours to get from that account to mine. Outlaw said the only thing I got is the phone bill. Cool. Like I said, just trying to help those that may be in a bad spot and need help. And the Amazon food order gets delivered directly to your house. Griff, I'm going to let you answer Donna's question. I'm going to mute myself. That's up to you. Go.
Miss Donna, no, we won't be applying for this. Miss Nita did ask. That was the first question on her list, was if this is donated, can she help me and Stella? And the donor's answer to that question was no. But before you guys go thinking this doesn't work that way, he contacted us directly, saying that he will help us separately from the fund. He wants this fund to be just for the sunshines, just to help the people that really, really need it. Because although our situation is a bit of an emergency situation currently, it was a better choice, because even if he said, yeah, okay, that's cool, and Nita came to me and said, hey, guess what? I have a donor here that's going to donate this portion, and I'm going to help you and Stella. I will say no, because there are people that are suffering and need help a lot more urgently. And yeah, I'm just hard-headed that way. Stella is too, and Nita knows it. Which is why at times when we sit and chat, you think we're actually fighting. But yeah. But no, the donor has contacted us directly and will be helping us out. And my and Stella's hope is that when when that happens, and when we get back on our feet, that we repay that back again, because we want to help. And if it even if it goes back to the donor, then we're happy. If the donor decides no, he doesn't want it, and we pay that back into the Sunshine Fund to help another family or another set of families, that would be great too. Because at the end of the day, we're not looking to profit from anything. Yeah, we want to be okay. We want to have a roof over our head for our kids, but we're not here to make profit. So yeah, that's just me being me and Stella being Stella. And there are some that don't believe it, but yeah, believe they can believe or they cannot believe. How do I make them see that or believe that? Can't. The only way I can make them believe it is to show it. Miss V, I'll share the Amazon list for you again. Let me just get that link. Miss Nita, did you run off to get a soda? Now she's gonna unmute herself again and say, "No, I was just listening to you talking." Mm.
I've been trying to unmute for a minute, dadgummit.
Check the
Okay,
batteries.
Lisa, she's asking if someone doesn't do Amazon, how would I help with food? Okay, so let me say this, because I see she's wanting to ask and jump in and help and do. Here's the answer to that. I've spoken to this donor, and guys, I'm sorry, but this fund is only going to be funded by this one donor. No monies from anywhere else or in any way else will be intermingled. The reason is because of all the previous YouTube bullshit. And I don't know how else to put it. Other people have screwed up stuff for everyone else. So, once this fund is done, we can do a separate fund. I personally don't want more than one going at one time because there's a chance of stuff getting mixed up. Okay? The problem, Zona and everybody, with most grocery stores and whatever does delivery, it's not the problem of whether they deliver or whether they fix up the order and you drive up, pick it up. That's not the issue. The issue is I tried other places that do delivery and I've checked with them. I can't be the one to, like, I can't say, Zona, I'm going to use you for an example just because you ask and I know you don't take stuff serious. So, what I will say is that, what I will say is that you can't call and place the order like at Walmart and then me call with the card and pay. We can't, that doesn't work. The only way we can do it like Target and Walmart and all that stuff is to do like a 3-way call and me pay for it while you place the order. Like the Amazon will let you place, make the wish list up and everything be on it, and then I can go put it in the cart and pay for it. So that's the difference. I do want to address one more thing after that's separate from all this. Now that's all out there. Couple things. So I don't. So I've been screamed at, get a job, get a job, get a job. So until maybe 2 weeks ago, I had a job. I've had a consistent job, even when I didn't have a car and I was walking back and forth to work. I don't say this for a pity party. I say it because it's a freaking fact, okay? I have a son with a terminal illness. The job that I have been asking for more than 6 months to work with me, to either give me less hours or transfer me to a department where I didn't have so much contact with so many people, because I was only allowed to Skype or FaceTime my son because he's on maintenance chemo meds. Now, they didn't want to do that. Then I went to the vigil, told me I have a job back. I come back, let me work one day, and then there you go. I get an email telling me they didn't approve my leave and I don't have a job. It is what it is. I'm not going to whine about it. I did not at any time say there wasn't any jobs available in my area. What I said is there are not many jobs available in my area that are not hospitality, quote unquote, type situations that require a lot of contact with a lot of different people, which puts me back into the same boat of not being able to have any physical contact at all with my son, who has a terminal illness. That I'm actively trying to find employment for that. But until then, I have to survive. And I love the super chat, and I'm very appreciative of everything everybody did. I'm very thankful. And I made the comment and was telling everyone there's no but, Snugglepuss. It's an and. Thank you, though, for helping me. I made the comment to let everyone know that the gift the donor has given me is to give back to those of you that have given to me. That's it. I just wanted everybody to know that you've been noticed and you've been appreciated. That's it. I guess that's the butt, Snugglepuss. But I got a big one to sit on.
I almost said something. And nothing offensive towards your butt.
Ha. Well, I was also going to say a lot of people that are saying they don't have an Amazon account. If you were able to create an account to come in and speak and have your name appear on YouTube, you honestly can create an Amazon account and make a wish list very easily. If I can make an Amazon wish list, you guys can do it. Let me tell you. I don't even know that it's trolls. I call them more fence jumpers, Zona. It very much was, Laura Leggett. It was nice of this gentleman to donate the money. And understand this account is only for this gentleman's donation. That's it. Nothing else is going to filter through. It will be a debit card account, so every transaction that is made is easily proven. There's no question. There's no argument. It's very easy. Somebody asked me if I will turn over the receipts. Y'all know I will. Ain't my middle name Receipts?
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Lisa. Okay, again, if you email me your Amazon, you can email me. Just email me your Amazon wishlist link, Lisa, and I got you. It's that simple. That way I can email you back and let you know that the monies have been sent and that I have sent it to you. And I'm pretty sure you guys, as vocal as a lot of folks seem to be, that if I tell somebody, if I tell somebody that a bill's gonna be paid for them, and it don't get paid, or I'm on here saying, well, we paid 2 power bills today, and it's somebody that I'm supposed to pay the power bill in the chat, I'm pretty sure they're damn well gonna tell it wasn't paid.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Lisa, honey. I appreciate that. I appreciate the assistance with clarity, because sometimes I skip steps that other people don't expect me to skip, and it causes me problems. Because for me, I don't need that step included, I guess, or whatever. That's why my lives end up so darn long. And then I get cussed out for that too, y'all. Don't forget it. That live could have been done in 45 minutes. Hey, but back to, all right, now we're done with all that. So those of you that was in our slumber party, y'all had a good time. We had fun.
Don't worry, Miss Gigi.
Gigi, he's above us.
I already unhid Obsidian for you.
Okay. We will, Zona. I will thank him. I talked to him today. Who's caregiver, Donna? And in North Carolina, because your CNA goes from state to state. I actually am still technically a certified CNA, but because 11 years ago, 17 years ago, hell, I don't remember, more than 10 years ago, I had that misdemeanor possession of marijuana paraphernalia that I spoke about to you guys. Well, good, Zena. I'm glad you loved it, my dear. Right. Right, Zona. It is a lot of COVID contact, but I'm not allowed to practice as a CNA in the state of North Carolina for another, I don't know. And once you deal with so much death, you really, especially family members, you don't want to do that anymore. And I actually can't do it without, I actually can't do it without being so much contact with people that get in contact with the fungalitis, which would kind of defeat the purpose of trying to find a job that I could be able. I mean, y'all, it's pretty hard. I've already been over a year without being able to hug, kiss, anything my son. I don't know how people that can be parents and grandparents don't kind of get that. Yeah, you're right about that, Chris, Prince of Peace. People don't understand. When I started working as a CNA, I made $4.15 an hour for second shift. Oh yeah, Zona. Somebody that's a CNA with lupus would be at risk. Oh, thank you, Zena, the warrior princess. Love that. Fairy dust. I think I emailed you. I'm not sure, but I got you took care of as soon as probably sometime tomorrow is what I'm looking at before funds hit the account. Is what I'm understanding. I've been on the phone for 2 days. Yep, but I got drugged for that. Hi, Miss Diane. Yep, V. So you guys can understand. I mean, I'm not, but the restrictions that everybody's had lifted, they're not lifted for me when it comes to my child. Understand that he has stage 2 glioma of the left frontal lobe of his brain. And if somebody comes on here calling me a liar, you could really kiss my ass. I'm not going to drag my kid in here and make him tell you guys that he, at 28 years old, was diagnosed because he had a seizure while he was on a CPAP machine at home after working third shift. Seagate 1, I know you're late to get joining the chat, my dear. So maybe if you just hit rewind, you'll understand what we're talking about, okay? Oh, wow, I was on it. See, both me and my child both got both shots because and thought, everything was lifted. That was the first time I got to see him. I got to hug him. I got to kiss him and everything. And we thought we were good. And then the other stuff come out, the Delta and the Lambda. And his doctor, by the way, he is being treated at Duke Medical Center. That's where his main doctor is out of. He's also been seen. Yeah, V, that's why I told people to email me. That's why I'm telling people to email me, V. Maybe I'm misreading her comment, Griff. Can you address that for a minute? I need a break.
I will know. MW Crime, can you send me an email, please, with your channel link? Because I tried looking it up now and I can't find it.
I'm talking about V's thing.
Okie dokie. Yeah, true. Ms. V, I think Nita's just basically explaining how she's going about doing it. Because on the one hand, I mean, she has received quite a few emails with somebody with a handwritten note saying, I need this much. So, yeah. As I said, I don't mean to offend anybody, but this is a tough situation to handle, and we're trying to handle it as best we can. We're definitely not going to be coming out here doxing people and saying, hey, listen, we gave you this much or that much. That won't be happening. So, yeah, there won't be any of that. Good morning, Ginger Snap. Good morning, Country Christian. How you guys doing? Leafy at work. So yeah, Ginger Snap, I sent you an email back this morning, but yeah, we missed each other a tad bit on that one. But never mind, I found my way around it. So I bet if you rewind the video and you hear what Nita had to say, you'll get quite a giggle out of it. Oh, there you go. Guys, give Ethereal Obsidian some content suggestions. That would always be good because I'm telling you, that's some awesome work coming out of there. I mean, I've seen, and I mean, just the artwork alone is like, oh my god. There's an example of it, Miss Downer and the Crime Talks. That logo, yeah, that definitely came from there. I knew that even before I confirmed it. I'm not saying that I'm smart or anything. I just know awesome logo when I see it. Oh, definitely. Ginger Snap, yeah. Um, well, basically, I do believe Miss Nita has a form or is
Yeah.
working on a form, but currently,
What
oh, there we
I
go.
have is specific instructions that in the subject line that they put the word donor, that they state specifically their need, and send me some sort of picture. Like if you need your light bill paid by a specific time, I don't, like I said, I don't care if you lay a banana over your address and banking information to send me the picture. I need to see the name of the account and who I'm calling to pay the bill and the dollar amount on the bill sent to you. It's not been difficult for most people. I asked that if it's groceries, shoes, clothes, or food. Well, food is groceries. Sorry. Or any other type items like that, to make an Amazon wish list and email me the link to it. That way, the payments are going directly to the company or directly to Amazon, and the items are sent directly to you. And with the wish list, nobody has to know your address or your name. We only have to know what you're emailing me, which you do anyway. And we only have to know whatever you name the wish list. It's really the simplest way to do it without getting anybody's personal information. Okay.
Mhm.
And hey, Ginger Snap, if I hadn't told you, hey, I'm sorry that once again it seemed like anything with me that they put your name in, and I apologize.
Yeah, it was just quite funny that the certain person in chat was the one that started all the crap in the first place. It's just
Hey,
that
y'all. Not tonight's chat, though.
no,
They may not be able to come in no more.
they'll still
I don't know.
try.
I don't know.
But we'll just smile and wave, say hi.
Yeah. Oh, bless your heart, Miss Lisa. It's snowing in Michigan. Oh, hi, vey. I wish it was snowing here. Does anybody have any questions about the fund that I can answer? Oh, and Ethel, answer my hangout back because I'm wanting to talk to you about getting you to design my logo that my daughter started and has never finished. Go ahead, Griff.
I just wanted to ask Diane if she wants the honest answer or does she want my live stream answer.
I didn't see the question.
She asked how I was doing.
Oh.
Honest answer, I'm tired as all heck. Live stream answer, I'm tired as all heck. Oh yeah.
Have a good one, Chris
Chris
Principizia.
has a very good idea there. I just have a feeling that if I'm gonna try now, I'm gonna fall asleep in the shower and Stella's gonna come home and say, "What the hell happened to you?"
Well, we're not going to be live much longer, so I'm just waiting to see if anybody has any questions about anything I can answer. And I will state once again, once this live stream ends, that whole situation that started yesterday morning, it's dead to me. Understand that. Dead to me. I won't discuss it. You come in another live stream, you make a comment after this moment, after we end this live stream, any comment made about it, and I'm putting people in timeout. Straight up. I'm not going to entertain.
These some channels do not have a community post because I don't know. It's just the general thing that I've seen lately. And some channels that were created like years and years ago, they automatically get a community page. But
I
lately,
wasn't
any
I wasn't created years ago, and I got one.
yeah, but you got one after you got your 1,000 subs.
Yeah, that's what everybody has to do to get one. Is what I understand.
Yeah. See, I couldn't figure out if it was well years ago when they started it, if they actually could have community
Right,
page
Zena?
before 1,000. So yeah, but I know that you need to have 1,000 subs for a community page.
Thank you, Pam's opinion. For all those that what Wave said, for all those that are asking what happened, we are 3 hours and 34 minutes into this live stream, and we've spent the last 3 hours explaining that shit. So, all respect, no disrespect meant, but the best thing to do is just to rewind. Um, you know, not trying to be mean or rude, but whew, I don't have time to go all the way back there, and I'm not going to. So it's just because it's dead to me. Okay, Ethel's link got dropped. Good deal. I wasn't sure if I'd seen it get dropped.
It got dropped times 3.
Okay, good. I'll say real quick, any of the creators that are still in the chat, please make sure before we leave that their links get dropped. You guys, please. And I say you guys because I mean, oh, I see the real Gigi. She working with y'all too. We've lost a few. They've dropped off over this 3-hour period to fall out and go to sleep. And I apologize for a lot of times that my lives are late, but I tend to have a 3-year-old grandchild in the house, and he doesn't subscribe to normal hours no matter what you do. We tried. So I kind of have to work my live streams and stuff around him because I help babysit and watch him too. And then Sundays are my day that I have specific activities that are scheduled. I'm not going to go into them because people will say I'm trying to garner whatever. So it isn't important. That's my real life. Of course, I have been emailed and told that it took them 8 minutes to find out all my information, including where I live and where my children live. Imagine that.
Wow. Was one hand tied behind their back? Was it a slow day?
I
Eight
guess.
8 whole minutes?
Yeah.
Damn. I bet there was a cup of coffee made in between that.
No.
Because if not, then it's just unexplainable to me.
And I will say this, Griff.
Yeah.
Can't help it because I want to point it out. I know people are going to get angry at me and whatnot. And I'm giving them more ammunition. But I will say, I just wanted to see what would occur if I didn't say nothing. Everybody says I beg for money. But guess what? If I don't mention it, not one super sticker, not one super chat, not one Cash App, not one PayPal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just an observation with us. That's all. But I love you guys. And just making sure that everybody understands about the donor program before I sign off. Any questions?
You see, the one thing about that, Nita, is you don't have a fancy little bot running across your live stream, broadcasting your super chats and your Cash App and your PayPal
Oh, I don't
information and all
care.
that. All you have is your mods doing that.
I got
Right.
a line going across the top.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome already. But I mean, if you sit and
I
think
was
to
happy to be
yourself,
able to figure out how to even make that go across. You don't understand. I was excited to be able to do it myself, to be able to have my email show and the Nita's World logo show and have different colors and how to even get anything to run across my screen. Y'all, and to be able to do a share screen. I got it. I'm still excited that I figured out how to, I'm excited I feel how to do that. I had no idea.
GG, mine is 83, not 99.
She got mine and yours together.
Yeah.
Okay, so now right before I sign off and say goodnight to everybody, if you guys will just run, make sure my email gets up through there and any other information from my links y'all want to share. I think we've got everybody else's. Throw them out there and we'll sign off and say good night. Please remember in your request for the donor program to put donor in the subject line of your
No problem.
emails, to try to be kind of succinct and straight to the point. Don't worry about seeming rude or disrespectful, none of that, because honestly, the more streamlined, the more people I can get to and help faster. And that's the whole idea. So, and remember, we are not asking a single one of you guys to donate any money, time, items, none of that. None of that are we asking you to do to this donor fund that is paying it forward. Okay? This is all something we are doing for you. No donations are being taken up for this fund. We will not accept it if you try. That is per the anonymous donor. Just to make it clear, because a lot of people are getting confused. And I don't want any confusion. I don't want anybody upset. I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful. What I am trying to do is just kind of put everything out there in like succinct form so that it's understood and make sure that nobody has questions and there's no confusion. Grip, do you have anything to add, my darling?
Nah. I needed to tell Ginger Snap, don't worry, I'll be smiling.
Huh. We
But
got
yeah, other than that, I'm about to fall asleep in my chair. It's been a long day for both of us. Stella said to me, so, yeah, yesterday was exciting. I was like, yesterday? It's still today.
right until you go to sleep. I'm still on the same day. Yeah, yeah. And Ginger Snap, we love and respect you. I'm sorry that some people took what I said to you that day wrong. I'm going to say this again while you're in the chat before I end. I did say you're going to make me want to beat your head off because, and you know why? Because I said you're doing too much. And I appreciate it, but you're doing too much. I don't know how to take it. I'm not used to that. That's all.
Yeah, she doesn't even take advice when it's given to her. True
I
story.
know, Ginger, and I tried to explain that. You'll see if you watch the other part of the video. But, you know, it is what it is. But I love you, each and every one of you guys. Remember, donor in the subject line. Be as succinct, as short and as sweet as possible. And just know that I will get back to you and make sure that you understand. Loving the pixie dust. Love you guys. And sometime today, I'll be on my other channel. We won't do a pajama jammy jam again, but I'll do some more readings and stuff. Just remember, we don't do the spirit stuff. We don't do the, nothing weird. I don't do that invite the evilness or dark. We do positive, like positive reinforcement. It's always positive readings. We focus on the good with the tarot readings we do. So, but it's on the other channel. I don't do them here because I don't want to mix it all up. Can you wear whatever you want to, Ethel? Do it, do it, do it. You're welcome, Miss Sharon. You're always welcome here, my darling. Karma Cat, Just Believe, Real Gigi, Ethel, Ginger Step, and everybody. Love you, love, light, peace out.
Cheerio.
I'll see y'all later.